Hey, welcome back to Métropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm joined by
Patrick.
It is 7-Eleven.
Oh, make a wish.
Whoa, make a wish. A
It's
slushy.
It's 8:52.
How's everyone doing today? It's a Thursday night. Patrick has joined us once again.
That's right. And I've never had a slushy.
Ever?
No, I've never gone to like a Couche-Tard and gotten like whatever it is. It's like melted rubber is like their go-to flavor now.
What do you what?
No, you know like
Yes and?
yes, and we like no. You go to like
blue or red.
No, they have
Yeah.
flavors like, hey, this is
You're right. They have the
blended up
gross one.
frogs
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
No, actually, this is I think particularly a Quebecois thing from
Is it?
Couche-Tard is that they would
But
have
Couche-Tard isn't Quebec. Like Couche-Tard is
Couche-Tard
like
is max outside of here, but I think
Yeah.
maybe only in Quebec they had a marketing campaign for slushies, except the flavors were like afterbirth and like
yeah, exactly.
ground raccoon.
But they still do that.
They might and like
I think the latest ones are like tar and swamp slime or something.
yes,
Yeah.
and if you think we're joking, I'm pretty sure we're not. I've actually been told this as much as I don't know
Yeah,
what a slushie
just
is.
now.
Yeah,
Anyway, happy 7-Eleven, everybody.
yeah, how's everyone doing?
My birth weight. Of course, we're continuing to celebrate the
7 kilogram, 11 stone.
exactly.
Something
Yeah.
like-
7 kilogram and 11 stone ago, our forefathers gave birth to Patrick.
How's everyone doing? Way Metro Spring Stab Tabby, how
Hey.
you doing?
Happy birthday, Brennan.
I logged on and started to watch 8-Pack because I didn't see a stream. Nuvem is my second favorite Wayland ID I can't pilot. I think Op is number one, right?
I'm
Op
assuming
is
Op is
the number one
yeah.
Wayland ID we don't know how to pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, how's it going? Patrick stream.
What's this we?
You're going to Cannats.
Yeah, I am going to Can. I'm
This
going
is
to
like a
Toronto
really
Cannats.
good surprise we found out only recently.
Mhm.
It looks like there's going to be a bunch of people from Montreal at Canadian
Yeah,
Nationals.
whole bunch.
Yes. So that's really exciting. Cannats, mind you, is in about 2 weeks. I believe it's happening in a church space.
Yeah, and it's happening over a Sunday, so I'm not sure.
I think there might be mass in the morning that we go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
guess.
2-day event. I'm super stoked. Again, if you're not aware, that is not this weekend, but next weekend. This weekend is NANPC Philly. This weekend is also Intercontinentals. So there's a lot of organized play Netrunner. There's some folks. I'm pretty sure D said that they're going to Philly to play Intercontinentals in this Philly space, which is just so cool.
Okay. Cool.
But that's going to be a lot of stuff this weekend. I think
there's also a Montreal thing happening this weekend.
Oh, on the
for everyone
13th, yes.
in Montreal. Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal is having. I think it's a GNK or it's a CO. It's one of the two.
I think it's a GNK. It's happening at l'Expedition, I
Yeah.
believe.
So that's
Anyways, always be running.
always be running. Intercontinentals, mind you, will be streamed, of course. It is streamed online. That is an online tournament. And I'm pretty sure an ABC Philly might be streamed by Code Marvelous, but I'm only 60% sure. If someone can either confirm that, or in the future, I will confirm that and put a stream link in the description below if you want to watch that.
What is the 40% sure of?
40% sure? I might have made that up.
Okay.
And Dan might be streaming another event up the upcoming. He might be streaming. No, I don't think he's streaming East Coast Nationals. I think it must be Philly.
Okay.
Patrick showed me back the new tradition of wishing each other birthday wishes on the wrong day. I'm here for it.
Yeah, you said,
I did this. Yes.
Yeah, well, you did. You said something on stream that made people
Yeah.
think my birthday was a certain day, and then people in the NSG Discord wished me happy birthday, and I'm like, listen, I appreciate this, but it's not for another week, and I basically end up getting double birthdays, so I guess
As soon
guess I
as
win.
one person does it, you assume they're correct, and
have to
so
assume
then
they're
you
correct. Yeah,
have to
exactly,
go
yeah.
in. So I have this thing that I don't know if other people run into this.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
obviously you do. If I said next weekend something is happening, when is it happening?
if you said next weekend on Thursday, I would assume
Like tonight. If I said next weekend, it's Patrick's birthday.
I would say a week and 2 days from now.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Right.
But I think a lot of people, and rightfully so, think next weekend means the first upcoming weekend. But that would be this weekend to me.
You can commit no mistakes and still lose. You know, like it's a smart thing to maybe assume that the person meant 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Even though you're incorrect, and even though like the rest of the world knows, when you say next weekend, they're assuming that a week will have to pass before the thing that is next is gonna come. Yeah, a week has to end first before the weekend.
But Server was asking about recording NPC Philly this morning. So if Dan is streaming, it'll be a very recent development. Oh, okay. So if that is incorrect, I assume it's incorrect until proven otherwise. I'm stoked. NPC Philly, I won't be there. It's gonna be a huge event. Are you playing on Saturday here? Maybe.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I had plans this weekend up until recently, so I'm gonna have to see what I'm doing.
Speaking about playing, have you seen this Hypermental kit? I've played this on stream, I believe last week on a Tuesday. This is Rahi's list that she came in top Swiss at EMEA Continentals in Bergamo. This list is really notably cool because
it's a stealth deck for one thing,
which we haven't seen a stealth deck competitively do anything in a really long time.
No, smoke has been smoke. No, I was gonna say stealth is. One second,
yeah. Stealth is a subtype for a lot of players. You might not be familiar with it because it hasn't appeared on a new card since, I believe, Mantle era, which is a long time ago in the Ashes cycle. And stealth is something that's like, for a lot of people, fundamentally core to Netrunner, as in it existed back in the day, even in original Netrunner in 1996.
We had stealthy breakers and noisy breakers.
Noisy breakers, the opposite of stealth technology. And so stealth is this weird subtype that is very easy to miss on this card. And there are certain programs, as much as there are very few programs, that exclusively interact with stealth and then generally are very, very good at dealing with program type problems if you have this exclusive and rare element, which is stealth.
A lot of our best stealth cards rotated with the
smoke
flashpoint cycle.
I think it was only one card.
Refractor. Is it refractor?
No, we still have refractor. Well, no, we have refractor. We have Penrose, which is mostly refractor.
Right. Yeah. Penrose. Yeah.
So Netrunner was like the big stealth engine. So this card was basically a free credit every run.
Yeah, it was an infinite stealth credit, which I think like kind of to me this card went against what I wanted stealth to be. Like this was like
unlimited resource.
It was unlimited stealth where I feel like I liked stealth best when it was very limited, very constrained.
Turbine should have been noisy. Oh, that would have been
very
so
funny.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, well,
I think you're right on that, Brennan.
Pitch it for Turbine 2, I guess, in 10 years.
We haven't really seen any noisy breakers. I know on like the fans that I'm making, there are noisy breakers and they're weapons, and they give you tags when you shoot them, which yeah, they're good, but there's a downside. Hopefully Seb can play them. What I did like about this card, though, is that it actually gave you a lot of flexibility and encouraged you to run consistently. Because this choice, do you want to get your credit back or do you want to draw a card? That is such a fascinating choice, the sort of like sports medal-esque thing. And seeing players understand, do I have enough stealth credits? Do I need money now?
Yeah, how many do you leave to like let it run on Netrunner? And of course, Netrunner triggers itself, which is
a bit perverse.
I think that is the perverse thing about it.
Yeah, it's really weird. Also, this is just the funniest sentence. Use for anything. For anything is such a silly combination of words. Now, otherwise, what's notable is most of the kit decks that have been doing well, and Kit has been doing well, Kit won at Continentals, they're playing the new hotness, Lobisomu, Orca, Ossel, and this is just playing the big old Kogate, spend a lot of money, make this as big as possible, and from that point on, you can run most everything for credits per subroutine.
Hyperbaric is secretly a stealth breaker. Let me explain.
I don't honestly know. Yeah, go ahead.
You have mantles, which are giving you a credit every turn to use on programs and hardware.
Yeah.
So even if you're not running, you are boosting Hyperbaric because Hyperbaric keeps its power. Yeah.
I just think that you could arguably play Hyperbaric, and I'm not sure if it's the first order optimal thing to be doing a standard with a lot of the other options, unless you're playing Kit, with like even just the power of new things like Trick Shot.
Yeah.
Right? Like this deck doesn't have overclock, but just like Trick Shot, overclock, suddenly you can be like, oh, it's a 4-strength Hyperbaric, and it costs you very little out of pocket, which is incredible. Rigging Up also is one of the few cards that works really well with Hyperbaric. They did come out in the same set.
Can't say it doesn't.
Can't say it doesn't work. And I played this deck and I actually had a lot of success with it, and I thought it was pretty fun and pretty interesting.
You do get a lot of value out of the Rigging Up when you play Hyperbaric. I'm not seeing anything else here that really says Rigging Up. Oh, okay.
And you draw a card.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's cute. It's really cute.
That's very cute.
So you install this for cheaply, you draw a card. At the end of the day, it's like, it's just career fair. And I actually am a sucker for career fair because 3 credits and an install is actually in a lot of board states better than Sure Gamble, as long as you can support it. But like, will you Rigging Up a mantle if it draws you a card with Onicum? Yeah, I've done it. It's fine.
And the T400 for hand size?
Yeah.
Is that like a meta call against certain damage?
Yeah. It's just a meta call against punitive, stuff like that. Against punitive, you're relatively okay to Onicum.
Onicum does help a lot there. Yeah.
I'm not sure if this beats re-education combo decks. I don't think it does. Hopefully, if you're aggressive enough, you can get through like the 6-strength piranhas and whatever Asmari throws your way. Also, very notably, the interaction that you can use Mantle on your turn. Because the next closest card to this, which is Chesva, you can only use during runs on central servers, which means on the opponent's turn, you can boost or just boost any breaker. It doesn't have to be Hyperbaric, and charge 20 twice as fast.
Yeah,
which is the multi-axis in this deck besides Trick Shot. And boy, does this deck love Trick Shot. I had this deck loaded in. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty fun. I think Palangi is an interesting card in the deck, on the basis that Palangi with Hyperbaric is just more kit.
Yep.
I never ended up using it. I was able to get my breakers on the table after Image is really, really good at code gates.
Of course.
We did change the pressure
After
spike.
Image is good at...
Sorry, at sentries.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe Rahi told us to change the pressure spike to, I think it was either Gauss or Propeller or something cheaper, because you're almost never installing this, or you're hoping not to install it. And so if you're installing it, you're panicking, and you don't want to pay a 4 credit panic. You want to pay a 1 to 0 credit panic, which, like, I think it was Gauss that we're on, for better for worse. And the deck is cool. Single SMC is really strange, but at the end of the day, if you have 3 Hyperbaric, hopefully you just have it. The SMC is actually the most useful if you're playing against assets, because technically you need an SMC into your pre-shot. Otherwise, we don't have a lot of asset tech, which is a bit rough. Yo, April, catch the stream on commute home. Cody, how you doing? How's the Beanstalk been? Enjoy your commute home. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, let's try it.
I have this one imported already.
Cool.
I just want to double check. I need a log in. Have you been playing a lot recently? I think you've probably been a bit more busy with NSG type stuff.
I've been pretty busy with NSG stuff specifically, and like I haven't been in the playtest of that, but I've been looking at the playtest cards a lot. So like that's where my mind is at.
Cool.
These days.
Oh, so you're deep into the tank of
you wouldn't even understand. Like I'm looking at this and like, wow, you pathetic mortals don't understand what's about to happen to you.
I've actually heard that rhetoric before, talking to other NSG people, be like, oh, you guys are still playing with hard-hitting news? I don't understand that. It's like they're testing further ahead. Okay, I'm gonna give the control to you. I'm probably only gonna quarterback when the camera gets in the way. Beans, magical food. I've been re-educated so many times. Do you think I've learned by now? Ion Fox is probably going to be doing something spicy. I'm assuming. Ooh,
the spiciest.
59 card Hyper Glacier.
59 card. Okay.
Ion Fox, playing from APAC. Quite strong player. Generally bullies us by playing Lou. Luckily, that deck doesn't exist anymore. But we're playing 59 card built to last, so I'm not assuming this is going to be a quick deck, a quick game. So we're going to struggle if we ever have 2 barriers in a row, because that means unless we can Palangi it, good luck, man.
I mean, Hyperbaric. Well, we do have pressure spike eventually.
No, we cut it for a Gauss. Oh, this is the one matchup where you want pressure spike.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely do. What are we doing? Pharaohs. Okay, I think I want to keep this because we start with a Diesel and some Econ. Like, what do you think?
I'm not assuming that this is going to go too quickly. We don't have Pinel threading. So if this deck is on something a bit faster, like as much as not the fastest thing, Charlotte, like we can't really contest it. The best card in our hand is like just Diesel Twining. I honestly, it's like not a bad hand, but it's...
You think we can do better? I mean,
I think this is fine.
I kind of want to keep this because the Diesel is good enough.
Sure. Yeah, so ideally, like, we can't play the game, camera thing, until we get our Hyperbaric.
Yep.
And we don't have a Hyperbaric yet. Right? Like, this is where you want Hyperbaric. The best opening is probably, like, Hyperbaric Trick Shot. We're assuming that's a mess in Chesto.
Okay. Start with the Diesel.
Sure.
Love a Diesel. We got Dirty Laundries and Gambles.
Did Ion keep?
Yes.
It kept?
Kept. We keep... Yeah,
kept, okay.
They kept.
So we're assuming like big agendas. So send a message and STS drone deployment, if not also Basalt Spire. So touching while we don't have a program installed is like not our favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gamble, Mantle, Dirty Laundry, R&D.
You often want to do Creative Commission if you can, because next turn we can play Gamble. It's hard to play Creative Commission unless you do last click. So you could do Mantle, Laundry, Creative Commission.
That's
I think you're often better running HQ here to get a bit more information on what the next turn's going to be, as opposed to top of the deck. Because if he has an agenda in hand, it's 1 and 4. That's better than R&D usually.
That's fair, yeah. STS.
Okay, this is going to be just like pure Glacier.
It's worth trashing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Then we don't have to read it, which is important.
That's true. I mean, we won't have any... No, we will.
Well, we will. We have money. And then we can creative.
Where's our creative? Oh, there we go.
I just really need to get back into understanding the current meta. I've been out of Netrunner loops since just about APAC, and scrolling through EMEA results, I'm wondering what I missed. How's it going? I think it's actually really easy in some ways to follow now that both TraceX Kikai has been doing some like recaps on meta and going through meta deck lists, and also the folks at NSG have been putting together like, this is an EMA recap, these are all the deck lists we've seen. That's actually a really fast way to kind of see what people are doing, which is really nice.
I don't know if we can even see
it's so small. Hey Jai. It's so tiny. So Maddie is working on our price support stuff for NPC Montreal. Oh, this one's adorable and tiny. It's like kind of a rainbow kind of birthday cake, and it is the smallest bird. So our normal birds are like this size, and she just used a tiny yarn. So this is a really, really small token. That turned out lovely. Very, very cool. So what you doing?
I drew some cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Anacam Dirty Laundry to end my turn.
Okay. We definitely need to deal with that wall to wall, but I don't know how. Oh,
Oof. I mean, we don't want to have this. This is fine to trash, right?
I guess. But it means like we know the deck is on.
It's gonna be a gross deck, yeah.
59 cards, only 3-pointers. Like, this game is going to take 45 minutes. This is where I get. I apologize for my fellow countrymen. We know what we're up against now. Oh, I see. It's Fox. Double advance. Okay, Biovault. This is just hyper glacier.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we just need to find our what's it called as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Our breaker.
I'm gonna gamble to draw.
Yeah,
feels good.
Well, not a lot of advanceable sentries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just draw for hyperbaric here. That's not great.
No.
You can draw once more because you can discard a card.
Yeah, we can discard cards.
Yeah.
It's
It's not important to get the after image down, but you can. Here, if we make a touch, we discard 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sure whether Ion's on punitive or not. Easily could be as an alternate win condition. It's very slot non-intensive.
I might just play Simulchip and then discard
That's
the
fine.
Anacam. Yeah,
I think that's okay. Salt incoming? Yeah, tell me about it. Hey, Mango. The one thing that this deck often does play is a single copy of like Trojan Horse. We also are more likely to die to Clearinghouse than we are to die to losing 7 points.
Great.
So if this could be an SDS, this could be Clearinghouse. The problem is, this is why I don't think we keep this hand, is the most important thing we have Hyperbaric. We just can't interact unless we don't have Hyperbaric.
That's good. We should have hard mulligan from
I think we have hard mull for Hyperbaric. So we could rigging up after image and it draws a card, but if that's an SDS on the table, we don't want to commit actual programs that we care about.
Mm-hmm. But we do have a Simulchip, so.
Yeah, but we're gonna need it for other SDSs. Keep drawing.
Keep drawing or install run.
We need
install run maybe.
So the idea is,
like,
are we gonna win off of singles? Are we gonna win off singles before we have a problem? No, we have to find our breakers. We have to set up. Yoy. Yoy. I would draw once more, and then rigging up a T400 and throw out our worst card. Oh, that's good.
I mean, I'd rig.
No,
we don't want to. Yeah. Okay.
So this is ugly. You probably just play the T400. Oh no, you probably do end up rigging something up because we're gonna have to discard 2 cards otherwise. You get rid of the Prisha. You can probably get rid of the mantle because we have 3. So you can maybe just play a diamond, then we only discard a card.
Just hard play the diamond.
Yeah.
That makes that makes sense.
Just throw out the Prisha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it is what
I like it. I like it.
So if they score out at least like the game is.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. It's Bilkalize Glacier. Okay, so the upgrade's Biovault. We're assuming the agenda on the remote server is an SDS, and we have to run it twice, and we think it's a Messna Chest on the outermost. So we could rigging hyperbaric mantle and then just hope. At the end of the day, like Ion only has so much money to res so much ice, and if we're assuming it's a 5-cost ice, like we can just send it.
Yeah, I want a rigging up mantle run. Yeah.
Hey, Moldoro, welcome to stream. I don't know if you mantle run. I think you just trick shot. Do you want a mantle run?
Okay, sure, mantle trick shot. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, mental trick shot's fine. We're gonna use the value no matter what to boost at a minimum. Yeah. Rare occurrence I catch you live Thursday nights. Hopefully you will. A cat. Okay, so as one counter on it, it is technically a code gate.
So the thing is,
this is a downside to us running.
We've now burned our kit.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
So we can break this.
Yep.
For free.
Basically, yeah.
You want to use the trick shot credits first or the mental credits first? I'm not sure.
Sure.
Actually, getting the twinning down was more important than getting the mental down. I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well,
use the mental trick shot credits. We can't lose those to Messna Chess to what's it called? We're assuming the remote server is Messny. We could end up taking a tag. I don't think it matters.
I was thinking about it. Okay, so I'm gonna.
You have to encounter ice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. I will fully break.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah. The one bad thing is, like, in theory, Ion can res Biovault and end the run before we're able to dump all our credits into our hyperbaric.
I mean, so
So
Do we
in theory,
wanna
we
le-
should dump our credits right now to hyperbaric. You don't need the mantle ones, but you should use the trick shot credits into the hyperbaric because we're gonna have to boost no matter what, and we want to do them now.
No. I think mantle can only be used on the program. This can be used for trashing stuff. I think we use mantle for sure. This,
But
maybe.
if Biovault gets used, we can still use mantle to boost the hyperbaric outside of the run.
That's a good point. So you don't want to save some for trashing?
We're not gonna trash stuff. We don't care to trash stuff.
Okay.
Right? Like, what are we trashing? Spin Doctor, maybe? But, like, the deck is gonna have very few trashables comparable to Ice, yeah.
And okay.
And now we run server 1. And ideally, if Fox Res is a mess in
I guess we
Chesto,
only have 7, yeah.
yeah. And we still have 4 credits to break stuff.
True.
It could be a Pharos, but Pharos is all of the money. And this looks like a clearinghouse. Oh, that's
Okay.
good. We can break most of it.
Well, we can't right now.
Yeah, we can.
No, it's a barrier.
Oh, you're right. We can't right now. Yeah, right. So just boost up so we don't lose the trick shot.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So now we have to end with 4 cards in hand.
Oh,
we're gonna lose this to SDS. Oh man, the kid ability. Yeah, that was really bad. If we get SDS to hyperbaric at 4, we're so cooked. This might have been straight wrong.
no, that's we someone ship it back like it wasn't. It ended up not being a huge deal to get it up to 4 anyway, right?
Barely inconvenience. Why Janet still uses the misprinted hyperbaric? Yeah, I don't know. You're right. A lot of the other cards have been updated. I guess you can draw. You want to keep 4 cards in hand. What was advanced? Not the card
sorry,
in
yeah,
server 1. So Ion might score out here. Yeah, so it looks like it's a clearinghouse. So, found a message. Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Pressure spike.
Okay, so pressure spike is definitely good. It gets out-taxed. We can't afford to run HQ. Actually, we can eventually run HQ. Like here, before you start your turn, boost the hyperbaric.
Mm.
Right, like we will be able to run the Pharos if we want to. So now these refill, and then we're off. Missed the boost on your last turn? No, we got it now, but yeah, we would have. Okay, so now we need to get twinning, and we probably want to lock the top of R&D. We know server 1's a Biovault. That's a hard thing to deal with. That in theory, if we want to contest it now, this is a good turn to contest it.
So we know the top R&D, right?
Yes, it's a hedge fund.
Yeah.
So we probably should contest the Biovault before we lose to the Biovault.
Yes. Okay, so do we do anything first? Like we install twinning.
We install the twinning.
Yeah.
That leaves us on how many monies?
2 and 2.
So we might have to do twinning, use Telework, hit Telework, run server 1. Because we're gonna be low on money. Well, it's 2 to trash. So now we run server 1. And ideally we only use 1 mantle, so we can use the second mantle on on the opponent's turn. Which we only are gonna use 1 mantle, because you can only break 1 of the Cat subroutines. Yeah, I think I've seen a bunch of the remastered arts up. I don't know if they're fully replaced, because some of the cards have new like formatting and subtypes. Oh, not subtypes, formatting and like flavor types.
Oh yeah,
and
we
stuff.
can only break 1, right?
Yeah.
So break the end. The run, of course.
Use 1 mantle, and we'll just have to make sure we're gonna lose a credit. Like we want to get a breaker down because we actually have to boost now disfavorably. But we need to chase out this Biovault. In theory, we should trash it. It's more expensive than if Ion pops it. Yeah, great. Can you highlight the Biovault text so people know what the card is?
Sure.
You can just do over that. That's good too. Cool. You're good. You can end your turn.
Yeah, end turn.
Want to close that? If you ever want to highlight it, you can just hover the text on the chat.
Yeah, true.
That's easier. That. All right, so Ion probably can do like credit hedge fund.
Yeah, and I shouldn't forget I can use mantle before the end of their turn.
Exactly. The problem is we have to overboost the hyperbaric. Daily quest. Well,
okay.
We think the innermost. This was advanced manually or with the cat. Because we think it's the border control. And that's the issue. It's like if we don't get our Gauss down and our Gauss is garbage, we can't break a 2-barrier subroutine. Like this deck might be only barriers.
Okay.
So now boost hyper.
Yeah, boost
Actually, I don't think we're in a rush to get the twinning up to 3. I think we need to keep our money up.
But then we might as well. Oh, because
it actually costs the money.
Ugh.
We need to stop the daily quest at all costs.
Yes.
And I don't think we need to make our hyperbaric higher than 5 strength for a moment. So I would
got
keep
a telework.
We have a telework. That's
we do
true.
have a like,
I just don't think we're in a rush to get twinning tokens.
But you don't want to. Okay. All right, fine. All right, fine.
It's close. It's close.
Okay.
All right, start.
Telework run.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get border controlled.
Well, let's try. Let's see the border control then.
Yeah, I think that's fair. MB Kelly shipped a new Janet update, new Ghost Trojan settings, and Hush is not automatically. There's the border control. Okay.
Okay.
So
might as well break it.
Yes.
Get twinning and don't give them some extra credits.
Yeah, just break the one subroutine that matters.
Oh,
Hey, Diogen.
all right. Only break the credits, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't get through.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we thought was going to be there. So that's annoying.
So
I think here we can go see the top 3 on R&D.
How?
Nuka draw. DJ Fenders for Quetzal will actually go relatively reasonably in this matchup. Because now we can contest the remote survey.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I like that actually.
Quetzal is one of the best ways to break a cat when it's 3 advanced. Yeah, was a really good JNet update a month or 2 ago that added a bunch of functionality. Like I think Hush worked. And then unfortunately there was lag and it was rewound. So like there's a bunch of things that I know are pending, like back to your programming, telling you what you're doing in the log, stuff like that. Oh, we probably didn't need a boost there. We could have considered it. It's probably
I understand why, but we were also on 4 credits.
Yeah.
So
our goals are to contest the daily quest because if Ion doesn't have that, Ion doesn't have money. Server 2 looks like a spin doctor. If it's a Rashida, that's pretty bad. It also could just be damage.
So
have we solved the economy? No, we're just playing the kid deck as is. This is a terrible matchup.
So telework DJ for Quetzal. Run?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think trashing that daily quest will slow the game down enough. Third option.
All right, let's try it.
Send it.
So this one we use kit.
Yep. Break all of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like my. Sorry.
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm back. I'm back. Yep. I've never left. Where was I?
2 mantles.
Yep.
All right, so now you click Quetzal, and then you break the Enderun. Yeah. It's all like slightly better in some matchups.
Yeah,
like it's not like we're gonna
see
Steve and through HQ that easily. And one
yeah,
more barrier there.
He's a sometimes treat.
Yeah, they're
they're sometimes treat. Yeah. This is a fun think.
What does the think about? Oh, border control. Oh, very cool. I was like, what is the think? What is server 2? And we have to run server 2 last click, unfortunately. Okay. In theory, if you don't trash it, we deny Ion Fox the money and we win. No, we should trash it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you touch it and walk away, you technically deny the money.
That's true.
So here we have to contest what could be a Rashida.
Yeah, server 2, right? Let's go for it.
Like, if Ion has a Rashida, I don't know if Ion puts on table. Oh, yeah, we have to trash that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. It's way too much value.
Fine.
So Ion has a hedge fund in hand, and that's all we know. Once the Aket advances itself on R&D, we're cooked.
Yep.
Like, it's really, really bad. Like, at least there we Quetzal once per turn, and we can lock the top of R&D. Like, that is our win con, but, like, 2 barriers on R&D. Now, I think Ion needs, because we have Quetzal, 3 barriers on R&D, or heaven forbid there's something with 2 subroutines at least. What would you change to make the econ better? I'm quite interested because I love the deck. I honestly don't know. I think it's a slots issue because stealth is just really slots intensive. And it depends. Yeah, that's the bad thing. Yeah. Hey, Gyro. I don't know. I have to look at it. I think playing a prepaid economy makes sense, but well, that's that just happens.
Fine. We got 2 more.
Trojan horses in the game.
They're gonna be rigged up.
Just simul-ship it back now before we forget.
Yep. Where are you?
Brutal. Hey, Cat. Yeah, like this archetype is very fun. Okay.
Let's see.
So we need to get back into money.
Yes, we need money.
So Diesel draws 4 cards. There's no money that we can play though. Oh, and now we got a hyperbaric rigging up. I wish we didn't simul-chip it, but
yeah,
that's just like
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So at a minimum, we want to run. So I think we run R&D.
Yep.
We see multiple cards. We use Quetzal. We boost the hyperbaric into the mantle. Like we just do everything we want to do.
Yeah.
Fun is an interesting way to pronounce miserable. Hey, Rongi.
Right,
yeah,
so...
I'm glad that like Glacier BTL hasn't been incredibly popular as much as in One Worlds.
Okay, so
yeah, we boost hyperbaric for free, which is nice.
Yeah, especially because one of these might die.
Yeah.
Breach server, it'll last for twinning.
Do you know what will die? Actually, the hyperbaric, because we're rigging up the second one.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Okay, 2 hedge funds coming up. Uh-oh. All right, and remember, it's a 59 card deck. It actually has the highest defensibility number of axes. We needed to make about like 21 axes to have at least a 50% chance to win the game.
Well, we just made 3 more.
We've made 3
more of those.
Just 7 more.
We're in the money. Oh, geez. Draw credit.
I'm a normal sized
deck. Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we noticed.
I kind of want to do credit.
Yeah. If we lose the 22 and above the lot, we're so cooked. Oh, 6 hand size, sick. Might as well still rig up now. We'll just click for credit. There are some turns where maybe when like you need a draw. But
oh yeah, that's true. The rigging up is a draw.
Yeah, but like with SDSs around, I think the deck is only barriers. We haven't seen anything else. Sometimes they're like on rhyme.
Yeah.
Sometimes 1 century. We don't know what that is. It's another daily quest. What a fun fact. Yeah. Okay. So we know the next. What did Fox do? Can you scroll up? So they drew. So we know the top of R&D, not the next card. They played 1 hedge fund.
Yeah, we knew Isaac.
Can you click on archives? They played 2 hedge funds or 1? 2. Okay, so we don't know anything about hand.
Okay. So, right, this is strength 5 right now. That's bad.
Yeah, a lot of things are going to be too bad.
All right, why don't I use Nuka?
Because we're going to end up with a lot of cards we can't play. Like, look at our heap. So what can we play here? Like, Trick Shot's not particularly good. Our Dirty Laundries, we've drawn 2 of them. Running Archives is like kind of mid. We can't play Sure Gamble. Creative Commission will be our best draw. And we're going to be on 9 cards in hand. We have to play 3 of them. So, like, it actually might be right just to do credit. Like,
Gross.
for real.
Yeah, no, I get it, but...
Like, actually, maybe rigging up the after image. I think that's acceptable. I just don't think we're going to use it. The thing is, like, rigging up after image draws a card. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it costs us a threat. Yeah, that's probably fine.
That's okay. 1 more SDS goes through, we lose the game anyways, because we have no more simul chips. And they'll likely hit our hyperbaric. Okay, now you just do credit. Like, we want to use the Dirty Laundry to actually make a run.
Sure.
Yeah, we just have to remember to boost hyperbaric on... In theory, if we were like really 20 pilled, we could boost half a hyperbaric and then half a hyperbaric on their turn.
Let's do it on their turn.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Let's do it fully on their turn.
So that's an Isaac. So now we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, all berries are gonna be the problem. Even if you have what's it called? Pressure spike. Oops, all berries is a problem. So if we Dirty Laundry R&D, we can see 3 new cards.
Yeah,
we win the game. See 9 points.
That's probably it.
It's that easy.
We've got 2 mantles to throw away, and probably the after image too. For all we know.
For all we know.
That's a good we're gonna Quetzal through the Aket. So
100%.
R&D.
Yeah.
Counter ice.
Can I borrow the camera for a moment? You're doing a great job. Oh, if you click on Quetzal, sometimes before you encounter, you literally soft lock the game.
What?
That's a little fun fact.
No, please. No, what have I done?
But sometimes this messes the game up. It looks like it's fine.
Okay.
Patrick can do no wrong.
Yeah. Did you click? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're advancing a tree line in front of server 1.
Let's use mantle.
Yeah. No. When in Rome. I don't know if we have to. Yeah, I think we're charging 20 fast enough. We don't have to do the double charge because we're not running HQ for a minute. So cooked.
Another barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do anything about it. Wish we had Prisha. Can't do anything about it.
Do you want to walk away? I'm fine walking away.
No,
like this is gonna be another 40 minutes.
We just got our barrier.
Well, actually, maybe we'll die to the clearinghouse fast.
That's true.
Do you know how bad Gauss is? Like, have you read the numbers on Gauss?
Yeah. I don't like it.
No, it's bad.
Jeez.
Draw credit.
Dude, I'm gonna Nuka draw. Maybe we'll get something interesting. But we might get like a creative, might get Tur Gamble.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I went to the depths. Interesting. I
think you install a Nuka. It might not be right. Like we might be at the speed that we never have to use Nuka.
No,
like this game might be so slow that Nuka's actually wrong.
So credit creative and toss out a Nuka?
Nah, just install Nuka creative. It's fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
This deck doesn't have a turbine, I don't think. Not that like you need it usually with Hyperbaric nor After Image, but like this is the weak spot of our Breaker Suite, and I think this deck is only barriers. And NSG, stop making it so you can put as many 3-points in a deck. Just gotta put a rule out there that you can only have 3 3-pointers. Please, the game is so much cooler. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I think it's.
I get worked up about that one every once in a while.
Yeah, it's okay. And you know that through me and through the stream, you have a direct line to NSG. Really, of course, I will never say anything.
Do you think I can convince the narrative theme that they can write out 3-pointers? Because like corporations just can't have that.
Yeah,
much
there's
liability.
like instability in the stock market that means 3-pointers can't exist anymore. That'd be pretty good.
Ion has a clearinghouse in hand. Okay, we're now
Bone
nearly cooked.
Well, no, we've got Kettle for this and Kit for this.
Oh yeah, 100%. But like, what happens when the third barrier comes down?
Why would you think about that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Why
All
would
right,
we think about that?
they've drawn a card.
Yeah.
So we know the top card of R&D.
Yes. And there's a clearinghouse in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just making lots of money.
Can't you focus on upping your econ and camp the remote? Like how they score through those 5-3s? Biovault and the fact that our breaker is Gauss. So breaking an Aket or breaking anything costs like 700 credits. Like if we had a real fractor, maybe. But unfortunately, clicking for credits will actually not keep up the speed of like having to break a 6 strength 3 line. Yeah, sure. I'm going as fast as possible. I don't think we do shit, man.
I don't know what to do.
You don't install Gauss. Like I think you do credit, creative commission.
That's basically giving up.
No, it's not. The only thing we need now is money and multi-access, and we're making multi-access for free every turn. The argument now is we can make multi-access twice as fast because we can boost After Image, but we actually need to bring our Hyperbaric up. So it's,
well, what I'm going to do is like at the end of this turn, I'll mantle once, and I'll do the other mantle.
Then you have to do one now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can do it after creative commission, right? Technically, can't I?
Technically, yeah. And to hit done. There's a chance that this is incorrect, like on the basis that I don't think getting our twinning up that fast is gonna matter. Like we're gonna lose to clearinghouse to solid advance. What does the title mean? Oh, we're meant to play Nuvem, and that's Patrick's last name that he elegantly foisted into that word.
You said okay.
I think someone named Clurge joined the stream. Hey, we don't know what server 3 is. It's not a naked clearinghouse.
That'd be weird.
That'd be weird.
Not something to worry about.
Let's worry about it though. There's nothing else to do. We're getting bored out here, man.
Well, I mean, what if we went down to 0 cards in hand, we ran, we let the Aket trigger, and then the one.
Any pinholes? No, we're on 10 influence. So it's like 6 twinning, and then like After Image is 2 or 3.
All right, so let's run 3.
I guess. Install credit peak gameplay. Like when the game wants to glacier out this hard,
at this point,
it accelerates the game, but we can't let the ice get bigger for free.
Okay.
We'll see new cards on R&D.
I'm gonna gamble R&D.
No, I think you ITD R&D.
ITD?
Into the depths R&D?
Oh, into the depths, yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course.
Do we have a third mantle in our deck? We'll find out together.
Did we throw one out? No, we didn't. Nice.
3 credits a turn, man.
All right.
Just a 5-strike long gem. We break that for free.
We break it for free. With Hyperbaric.
Yeah, we'll cost credits. Oh, you have to continue to encounter it.
This time I'm going to encounter the ice. See what happens. It costs 3 to break.
Yeah.
Oh, because it has 3 separate. Of course, yeah.
You seemed upset.
Yeah.
The damn nerve. Okay, now we're going to steal 9 points. Because Ion's only seen 1 3-pointer. We've locked the deck perfectly. It's airtight out there.
This time we are going to see 9 points.
Yeah, we have to legally.
We've seen pretty much every card, I think.
So every card we've seen. Now that lockgem's only going to get bigger, but luckily we do outscale it.
Yeah. So
free server, gain 1,400 credits.
Now
Now charge a card is not probably worth it. I think we want to go get a mantle. Because a mantle is half a charge, but forever. It's a marshmallow problem. Do you want to charge now or charge forever?
Okay.
Actually, Plongi's really important.
Plongi's could be really
I would get the mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Access 300.
Sure, yeah. I mean, okay, I just want to say something.
Yeah.
You know me.
I do know you.
You know me.
Yeah.
How do you think I would do it in marshmallow test?
I think you would fail.
Yeah. Thank you. I think I would too.
You don't need to trash this. There's no agendas. I hate 5-3 agendas so much. Do you know how many cards we've touched? We need to touch twice as many to get a 50% chance to win on R&D. Sorry, I'm new, but your friend's voice always reminds me of Richard Garfield. Augustus, what does Richard Garfield sound like?
Wait, the creator of Magic the Gathering sounds like me?
Yeah.
That's right.
Dr.
That is
Richard
the other way
Garfield.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honorary doctor. Thank you very much.
Oh, really?
No. Just trying to finally reclaim some of the respect from the chat.
Oh, we could have boosted twinning.
Yeah, who cares?
Sorry. Missed the boost.
Oh wait, maybe Augustus was talking about you.
Yeah, maybe actually.
Yeah.
But there's no way.
My friend's voice sounds like Richard Garfield. Yeah.
What is the match for touching all 5 threes? Because 17-ish normally. I'll pull it up after this. I'll hit the button. Yeah, it refreshes. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, we're all good.
We should be good. So that is a third barrier, which means if Ion Fox can res it, we can no longer run R&D unless we're going to use Gauss,
which would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just boosting after image for fun. That's a cheaper boost. So like here we can rigging up our Gauss and make one run on R&D, but did Fox draw? Why is Fox not jamming the clearinghouse? Why just credit install ice?
No draws?
No draws. Okay, just click draw. Don't nuke. Nice. That is an important card. That's an important card.
We're not going to play it now though.
Yeah. 6,000 plus poker chips are currently on my route. You have so much work to do. I'm really excited that those are as popular as they are. Oh, we could have boosted Patrick.
Sorry. Once I get compared to Richard Garfield, I just assume I'm the best card game player of all time. I know, kids. I know. Oh yeah, but for the
okay,
the neon static poker chips. Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of orders.
I know.
I'm excited to get mine. I need to figure out, Eric, how to pick mine up before Montreal and APC. We'll figure something out. You can call time and get a last turn. The corp wins currently. Yeah, I know. We're gonna deep dive for 17. Time's our friend. No. That's
Chart of turn.
Yeah, Pelongi is not power counters, it's virus counters. Good, this is good, because now they're back in R&D. Right. Oh my god, we could have been running into this whole time. But we had locked the deck. Those had been in hand forever.
They must have been in hand forever, yeah.
Oh.
But also, like, they've shuffled R&D, so, like, whether they drew or not, R&D is fresh now.
Yes. But the problem is...
What's the problem?
What does it cost us to run R&D?
Well, we're going to put down Gauss, and Gauss starts at, like, strength of 1 billion, so...
400, yeah. We rig it up, right? Because it's 700 for free credits.
Yep. So let's rig up and run?
Rig up and run.
Rig up and run.
Yeah, they forgot to move their Isaac. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just run it. Yeah, there was 6 points in HQ the whole time, and then we could have just won on time. I mean, died of clearinghouse. One of the two. Pelongi doesn't work with after image. It just functionally does not work.
Okay, so hyperbaric has to be this. That's the only one that is turning into a code gate.
Oh yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pelongi does not work with after image. A lot of Pelongi tricks do not work the way you want them to.
I guess. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, nope. Right, because the timing of the
timing doesn't work. Because you have to be encountering to Pelongi, and then you have to basically on approach after image.
Yeah,
basically.
For this one we Gauss. Whoa, no.
If only that didn't scale infinitely upwards forever.
That sucks.
If only infinite scaling ice was fun. I hate advanced ice. Quetzal? Like, it just... You can't win fast enough with 3-pointers for this to feel okay.
But we might.
But we could.
We might.
9 points.
3 cards.
Leave it. Yes!
Okay, what?
Okay, now we have to play to time because we're the higher seed.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Okay.
Shit. Okay, hold on. We have to ask this.
Okay, so logjam.
I miss APOC. Yeah. Yeah, because right now there's only 8 minutes left in the round. I don't think we're getting a time extension. Time to dig for a hostile. So in theory here, we should take our time. We have to run HQ eventually because there's a clearinghouse in there.
Do we not have more simul chips, or are they just like...
No, there's just one.
Okay. There's like a small number of simul chips for
Can we run
a deck
this?
that runs Gauss.
Well, because Gauss is meant to be a don't install this ever.
Yeah.
Like, did we find a deck that has 7 res barriers
Uh-huh.
that scale infinitely? Did we find that deck? Yeah, we found that
Yeah,
deck.
we found it. But
Like in theory, we could have had a threaded up what's it called? Pressure spike.
Pressure spike, of course. Pressure spike would have been getting us into HQ over and over again.
Kind of found your worst matchup? Yeah, the worst matchup for Netrunner. Because like, do we run this to flush out? No, that's an Isaac. We don't care about flushing out. The border control won't get popped. Okay, so we just do draw credit. We probably just do credit. We don't need cards. A trick shot is something.
Yeah.
So we know that Fox just drew Isaac. Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay.
These cards allowed to be in the game.
Well, he has to spend a lot here, actually. Not that...
Why does it matter? His ice is res. Money has no point. Gauss. No, we lose if it's the Gauss. Honestly, Gauss is the worst option because we can rebuild this. Gauss is a mistake. Gauss is wrong. I hope he trashes the hyperbaric. Ion, please trash the hyperbaric.
Gauss.
Fuck. We can't run R&D anymore.
I've noticed. What we can do is run HQ, which we know is free of agendas.
We know it's a clearinghouse and an Isaac. We have perfect information what's in hand. The game allows you to do this.
I mean, like, at this point, I think you could concede. I don't think...
No, we can run one to Palangi, yeah. We have to get a trick shot Palangi. Yeah. Isaac is now on HQ, so this is 12 strength. This is good, it's good.
Okay. Start by Nuka. We get the trick shot.
We need to find the trick shot, and then we have to win in one run. But in theory, what we should do is we need to like spend 3 minutes on each of our turns.
Well, yeah, of course, that's the theory.
Okay, we're cooking.
Okay. Palangi?
No, we can't show the Palangi until we're trick shotting.
Oh, okay, right, we're trick
because we know the top card of R&D.
Right, we're trick shotting.
Yeah, we're winning. We're winning next
cards.
turn.
Yeah,
4 cards.
4 cards. We have to like. We only need 4 points.
It's really hard.
Oh yeah, really play it up.
You make so many decisions on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, you really gotta.
And sometimes I drop a token on the floor, and then it rolls, and I have to get it. You know how it be. How much time left in the round?
Look at this little acorn bird.
I really like that one. That was the original like Mongolian falcon color.
This is really cute. Yeah.
We did the chess clock thing once. It's miserable. I believe it.
Andre, when will these be available to the public?
NBC Montreal.
NBC
They're participation prizes. You can just get them.
Well, you just get them for
you
going
to
Montreal.
And you buy a ticket.
What, are you going to get to like reach into a bag full of knitted
and
birds?
get one?
What?
Yeah. There's also going to be Physarum entanglers. We're making little crochet slime molds.
Cute.
Yeah. No one in the world's made a crochet slime mold before.
Wow. Are there going to be other special secret prizes?
I think at this point we're just hyping each other up, and I don't know if we've agreed to.
Yeah, sorry. No, I mean, like,
I don't want to yes and you on that because someone might expect something.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
There's other prizes.
Yeah.
What did we get in Montreal? We got some little Banhar bird tokens. I'll show you on the big camera once we're out of this game. As much as we're joking about playing to time, my partner is Crochets, and she's been doing some great stuff. So there's a bunch of tokens. There's a bunch of really cool stuff. Okay, well, let's get into these cards. Run the remote. Clock, Resma virus, purge, virus counter, clock, and counterize clock, resolve gatekeeper, clock, yeah.
Passive aggressive.
Hey, I had to think about those. Oh wait, we were meant to. Sorry.
We were meant to.
We even messed it up. Like this is the deck that's gonna play Scape Net and just delete our twinning for Trace 700. Yeah, we forgot the boost. It's fine.
Clock meaning like delay.
Clock mean every time that you have to hit the chess clock, because technically it's the other player's thinking point.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another ice. So now we are cooked. Ion Fox figured out the strategy, putting a 4th ice on the only server that Ion Fox can lose to.
Palangi is once per turn.
Palangi is once, yeah, and we've used our simul chip.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've lost to the. We should have seen the 4th ice coming. Yeah, we Now there's only a minute and a half left. This is my kind of Netrunner.
Bolt the burb.
The game cannot support this.
Isaac is now in HQ. What does that mean? What does that tell us?
We know the hand. It's Isaac and what's it called? And Clearinghouse. Like, we literally know the hand. You can win this game by refusing to take game action, waiting for Janet to time out.
Yeah. That's true. Eventually,
yeah,
the horse will dance. And by horse, I mean Jinteki will crash.
What do we do here? Can't break Quetzal, so we can't break the outermost. Yep. Is there any chance that this is the most expensive ice in the deck is 7, so Ion is totally safe. No simul chips left, Cody. This is a bad way to spend a stream. This is a really bad way. I love this deck. I like playing the game and touching cards and stuff. 59 cards.
Yes, Aurora. Only one Gauss.
Only one Gauss.
It's not coming back.
I don't think it is the right decision for the deck. This is not the right deck for anything.
This is when you scoop and go get yourself a McFlurry or something.
I will
There's McDonald's
ruin my pants if I eat that.
Really? Oh, of course. I keep forgetting, yeah. We've got pills.
I keep serving you them. Keep ruining pants.
Yeah.
No, that's
not
not
for anything disgusting. You just like rip them.
Maybe this one's a century. Honestly, should we hope? Pelungi hope?
That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's Pelungi hope.
Pelungi hope.
Imagine.
I mean, wait. It doesn't change anything if it's a century.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. Yeah. Yeah, it's real great.
Well, end the run.
Just real good. It's real good that all the barriers are the best in the format of any ice. Like, this deck is correct. Like, what deck? Real talk. Competitive grinders.
Real talk. You need to build one code game, one century, right?
Just legally.
Yeah. But like 9 barriers and 1 century is enough to make them install their century breaker. Right?
What beats this in the standard format? What beats this?
Begamot.
Arsana dumpsters deck. I don't think Arsana can get enough accesses to win before this happens. A pulse? What does that mean? I honestly don't think you can beat this fast enough.
Begamot.
So what do we do here? So this is a code gate. So like we got that going for us.
I miss Sherman.
Sherman would solve all of this.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, Sonny.
Damn it. Begamot dies to a very boosted tree line. Yeah, but then you like botchless it or something. I apologize on Singapore's behalf. Yeah. Hope stream's been engaging. Time in the round. Active player finishes their turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other player gets one more turn.
Begamot does die to Logjam and Treeline because they're infinitely scaling.
Yeah, Logjam's poisonous, but you can beat a Treeline with like a. Well, you also sometimes have Lamb. Like you can pay into Lamb relatively okay. Like you Lamb Logjam. That rhymes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jack out here. So all we do is run HQ and trash the clearinghouse, and then there's no lose condition.
And then we just have to wait 33 more turns.
Well, no, because time was called.
Okay.
No, time was called.
Yeah,
we wasted all the counters. We could have boosted the hyperbaric. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Time was called. Crew Devil Charm beats us. Maybe I don't think you can get enough pressure to win fast enough. Yeah, we wasted a lot of money. It's fine. It's funny to get a 12 strength hyperbaric. And like World Tree Arsana will lose to like a Trojan horse very quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Trojan horse is actually kind of messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we hit the Pelungi it. We know every card in hand. I want to make it very clear to those watching at home. We just want to trash the clearinghouse, which will guaranteed. Well, one more card. Let's be honest. Destroy that. Destroy that. Destroy that.
Wow, 2 I6, 1 run.
Yeah, 2 I6, 1 run. It's a draw. It is a draw, but we're actually higher seed, so we get the victory.
Winner is person with most cards in their hand at the end of the game. I think. Like that's the tiebreaker.
Most cards in hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good game. Not even once. Once was one too many. What the? Are you serious?
I told you.
I told you. Yeah, top deck. Sure, PG. Sure, the game. It's okay. That's a draw. Honestly, you take a draw round 1. It's like you took an ID. You can win worlds by taking a draw an ID round 1.
Yeah, sure, bud.
No, you can't. That happened last year. That happened last year.
I believe you, bud.
Can you explain how Trojan Horse works? Yeah, so it's a fun card that makes interaction good. So you only play if the runner touched a card, then they do a trace, and based off the number they beat the trace by, you can trash one their program or hardware. So if they had more money than you, and then you touched a card, and you only say have one Kurapira, you kind of lose the game.
Yeah. The trace, for those who are new, is not a mechanic that appears on almost any new cards. Like it
hasn't showed up since Ashes.
Right. It's a mechanic that's being like phased out because it was kind of hard to explain and didn't really like
do
enough good stuff.
I don't know if NSG has said that they're not doing trace.
Well, I'm NSG and I'm saying that.
Yeah,
so, yeah, there we go. Basically what I'm doing. Yeah, it's basically like a competition of who's willing to bid more. It's an open bid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand trace, but how much do you have to boost? You have to beat the strength of the installable program. So if we have like a 4-cost program that we want to protect, we have to make sure that the trace doesn't exceed by 4, which functionally is not possible.
So we don't actually, like, as the runner, we don't have to hit the success number.
No.
We just have to make sure that, like, whatever the difference is too small to trash any of our stuff.
Right? Yeah, which they won't trace you unless that's not the case. Like, they won't make it so it's interesting. There's an article about traces being made non-core and gateway. Oh, I didn't know that. I know there was like June saying that June did not like traces back in the day because June did not think they came out as interesting, but I didn't know if that was like NSG saying we'll never do it again.
I guess like it's possible, but I'm not going to speak for the design team.
Yeah. Like Link still shows up on runners, and that might be interesting.
There was a stream a while ago, I think before Gateway came out, where like they said that they were thinking about keeping C-Source in as one of the core cards, but then of course that got changed to Public Trail, which does a similar thing. It's like, let's compare money, but like it's much more straightforward.
Yeah,
it doesn't require like a separate mechanic to be explained to a runner.
Yeah, which like I totally agree, but I want to keep in mind, and this is something that I see more when I play older cards, obviously, is that there are interesting trace cards.
There are.
However, I don't think trace as a mechanic needs to exist for these cards to be interesting.
Yeah, just like there are interesting Psy cards, but I think Psy was more popular, more liked than Trace.
June was so free for that. I think June is, I agree with June's points on that. But for instance, like you don't need a Trace for Caduceus to be cool. But the fact that like these are two separate things that are two different funnels for money, and sometimes this one's more important than the other one, as much as they are related because you can use money from the first to go in the second. This is a cool ass card. And notably, cards that have like that are not just like technically Trojan Horse is not just a binary, do you succeed or not? But cards where sometimes I'm making the math to be like, I want to succeed by a certain amount to keep certain amount, but I know the runner can boost and I need so many tags for some weird kill combo. Like there are certain cards that
like
it wasn't just yes or no.
I have a lot of fun with certain traces in the game, but like teaching a new player tracing, very, very frustrating. And so it was best not to keep it in the core product.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And then if it's not in the core product, like we can kind of leave it out of future stuff.
Yeah. Why didn't you bring up the most fun trace card Macrophage? Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Hey,
so many traces.
Fox, good game. We had a lot of fun there. Just good, some good barriers out there. This one's really annoying on JNet because all the traces, a lot of people will be like, fire all, trace 4, do you boost? No, do you boost? Okay, it resolves. Trace 3, do you boost? When like
it's
this is the only one that
involved.
mattered on like 90% board states. Well, 50% board states. Honestly, I think this is a good, neat trace card. It was fun. You had Link 1 and it did nothing, and you played Power Tap, and then they rezzed it, and they gained 4 credits.
There was Bad Pub Trace Ice, Muckraker,
Shinobi.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Shinobi is very notably as the only card for a long time in the history of the game that could flatline you on res.
Yep.
But I've never seen it. Has anyone died to Shinobi? You have to beat every single trace. And this was, mind you, before Steelskin Scarring equivalent existed. Like, if you just did not have the hand size, you just died to it.
You might have Net Shield.
Oh, that's true. Yep. Yeah, you can Net Shield. No, but yeah, you'd probably survive that. Yeah. No One Home is a good trace card. Yeah, but No One Home is just like a credit check on top of a credit check. Right? It's just basically saying trace me twice. It's almost not different functionally to Disruptor, which was the same thing. Just like trace me kind of twice, sort of. And this card was ass. Like, this didn't see any play. But back then, it probably didn't matter.
Sorry, which Ruptor is this?
This is Disruptor.
Oh,
not that Ruptor.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to build a Nuvem deck? Let's do some news really quickly.
Well, let's start with the news.
I don't want to call attention. I think I just lost a toenail.
Folks, so who's played Citizen Sleeper here? Big fan of that game. Got the T-shirt of it from a Vancouver.net. Andre's going to be looking for his missing toenail for
I
a
hit
while.
my foot really hard on something and my toe cracked, and I think it feels different.
You've seen
now.
Black Swan, right? Like
No.
that's what happens. He's looking for his toenail
I'm
now.
gonna put socks on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, put chainmail socks on. I mean, like the floor that we're on is also like just shredding the bottoms of our feet at all times. Lost in Cult. I don't know what that is. I am looking forward to Citizen Sleeper 2, and I still need to catch up on Quinn's RPG stream. I only watched like half an hour of it, but hoping to catch up with that because that was like based on the cyberpunk, like the Forged in the Dark cyberpunk game that I'd like to take another look at. Might be fun to like run a game of that sometime. Oh, Patrick. Kato, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, all right. He's back. He is down one toenail, but like I think we can still stream with 19 toenails between us.
Show the toenail stream you want. You damn right I'm not gonna. Do you want to do some news real quick? There's a lot of news going on.
Yeah, let's do some news.
All right. Starting at the top. I haven't opened this yet. It's a very funny BTL deck. Don't encourage. General Recruitment Drive. Does this happen like consistently every year at a certain date, or it just happens every once in a while where the beacons are lit? All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Sell NSG. To be, like, Pat is a volunteer at NSG, but like
I am a volunteer at NSG.
Make a passionate here.
Hold on. Sorry, which is my camera? Is this my camera?
No,
hey folks, I want to tell you. Okay. My God, when you're standing up, I can see the toe. Ah.
Can you center yourself? Thank you.
Yeah. Here we go.
Farrell.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to NSG's annual or semi-annual recruitment drive, where we beg members of the community to come and volunteer with Null Signal Games. You can help make Netrunner.
That was genuine for a bit.
It was genuine for a bit. I can't keep up the genuineness for very long. But here are the selling points. One, you get to make Netrunner. You get to like be responsible for that. If you want to be kind of mercenary about it, you can put I made one of the most popular and well-loved card games on the planet on your CV. That's helpful. You can work with me and see me interacting in all sorts of chats where I probably shouldn't be all the time. You get to work with a lot of other very intelligent and creative people. You probably get to learn a lot about making a game or be able to put the skills that you've learned elsewhere into this game that are necessary and needed and very well appreciated. You will be appreciated. Even though we're volunteers, we also get lots of free stuff every now and then. Like I just got the staff care package, which is like a few hundred cards that are just a bunch of alt arts from, sorry, I keep moving around, alt arts from previous year, including some special ones that are unique to NSG staff. And you'll feel good. You'll feel good for putting a little bit of goodness back into the world. And I consider my time with NSG to be like living in the world as it ought to be, where I don't have to worry about like being paid for something. Like I get to just think about making a good product and not think about how to take advantage of the community or cut corners. Like that's never really part of the math. Whereas at other jobs where my life is on the line, if I don't do my job, I do have to think about that sort of stuff.
What about if somebody listening right now
Go ahead.
thinks they are, like most people do think of themselves, that they're incredibly underqualified for any sort of position they could imagine? What does NSG say to that?
Thank you for removing yourself from the candidate pool early so we don't have to. No. Wait. First of all, work on your self-esteem.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. like you're better than you think you are. You probably have some kind of marketable skill. Like, yes, you should clip that. Sorry. Wait. No. Can we declip that? What's the opposite of clipping it?
No.
Yeah, I think you should like look for something that seems remotely interesting to you, whether it's like something that you want to like grow into or something that you can apply skills into, and just apply to it. See what the questions are. Like the questions might be something as simple as, can you think of a good name for this hypothetical card? And if you can, then like maybe that just might be exactly good enough. If you just want to volunteer, like sometimes we literally just need an extra pair of hands, digitally speaking, to do certain things. That's just like help out organizing, help out like on the narrative side, like I'd love to have the time to like work on a narrative wiki, so we just like have a easy way to organize or keep track of things in the narrative section. Like, well, okay, Kisser, no one from NSG is watching this. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, what I want to say, and like I do not speak on behalf of NSG. Patrick only half speaks on behalf of NSG. The joke stuff. If you think like if any part of this sounds interesting, it takes a village. Even if you don't think you're qualified for a position that is out there and be like, I should be the head gameplay person. If you apply and show your interest, I have no doubt the people at NSG will read whatever an application looks like and think, oh, this person is keen. We're a volunteer organization. Why don't we bring them somewhere where we think that they could do something they like, that we need them? Like it takes an absolute village to make this game as great as it is. And so just apply and NSG will be able to figure out what makes sense. So don't feel like you're not worth applying. You're worth applying.
And also like your knowledge of Netrunner is not necessarily directly, like it's not going to be directly tested. No. Like people join this game who's like, yeah, I've been playing for like 3 months and I love it so much already. I don't really know the game very well, but I just want to help. And some of those people are the most energetic and passionate people that we have. Yeah. And they're very much appreciated. If you look at like what the playtest recruitment is like they take people of all skill levels.
Oh yeah, by the way, join playtest.
Yeah, join playtest, obviously. Yeah.
Playtest is not about being a grinder. Like everyone needs to playtest. Dawn is coming out in a couple months. It needs to be sick. Playtest, please. It seems great.
Alex Boyd, that's a legal question, which means I can not answer technically, but of course, just message me off stream and I'll give you a completely illegal answer.
Patrick Scar has 1 million fans and I am one of them. Patrick Scar has only 1 fan, that is me. Patrick Scar has no fans, that means I am no longer on Earth.
Damn right, Aurora.
For real though, get involved. Like this stuff only happens because people took that ridiculous jump that you might be considering to get involved in a pretty big organization of folks who give a shit. So if that is interesting to you, you'll find the link in the description. You can find it on Null Signal Games. I haven't even seen what they're looking for so far. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All game dev stuff, EDI stuff, marketing, community. Oh, this stuff is always real interesting. For me, marketing is real interesting. EDI is great. Game development it's everything.
I'll say one thing about the EDI. Creative liaison would mean that you're working to like with EDI, but also you're directly interfacing with the narrative and the visual teams.
Oh, cool.
And like, at least in my case, like whoever's like, those people are welcome to like pitch ideas or contribute to card theming or things like that, or like write an art brief or to talk with the artist, or like you get to do a lot of the creative stuff almost in any of these, because like we are kind of a nebulous organization where anyone in any position can like sometimes offer like a little bit of help in elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
roughly how many NSG volunteers are there to date? I don't know idea.
To date,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm available, obviously. Single and ready to mingle. Sorry, that was a pun on to date.
Oh, that was very good. I didn't get that.
That's all right. We don't have to talk. I get, I don't know, 50 or 60. I'm not counting the. I'm gonna forget like a chunk of people, so maybe I shouldn't. Let's pretend I didn't say it. But like we've got translators of all languages too.
We'll be guaranteed to hear back this year. Both me and my partner didn't get any communication back. Ningamer, how's it going? Firstly, that's a bummer for sure. I do not know what the policy is. I don't think Pat knows either. Specifically, I would message if you didn't get a response. I'm pretty sure if that doesn't sound like an intentional thing, but that's a bummer. If that's the case though, and you applied and you did not get a response, I don't think that's a no response. If you were interested, I would encourage applying again, as much as that might feel a bit crappy maybe. But a lot of stuff out there. Get involved. Again, it takes a village. All this good stuff happens because people are volunteering it to make it happen, which is fantastic. So you can find all the information here. Shout out to Tamio or Tamijo. I never know how to say Tamio's name. I've been doing a soft J and I've been liking it. All the stuff is here. Cool. Oh, there's a lot of roles.
Working with the game devs, the devs in this case are like the people who do like the small changes once the design is done, and like integrate with the playtesters as well and get a lot of that feedback. Like that's very fun to watch, like the multiple versions that Dawn is going through. It's very satisfying to watch that process happen. I'm
constantly confused by the division between dev and design, because in NSG there's a difference between dev and design.
Well, there is,
or at least classically
in board games as well. Like the difference is like it's even further, because like in proper board games, development is also like product, and like, okay, what materials are we going to make the tokens out of? In this case, it's dev is like the other side of design, really. It's like we do design on a smaller scale, but in the end, like arguably have a bigger impact in a way. Design is like, what do I want this set mechanics to be about? Do we want Jinteki to be about like forcing the runner to run? And then dev kind of takes those ideas and like eventually hones them into something usable and playable.
Dev is numbers people too. Yeah, numbers come at dev. How do you pronounce? So if you say a maverick, that's totally fine. But technically, the way you pronounce that, I'm just going to use Google to spell it out. It should be a or a Mau Reach.
A Maurich.
A Maurich.
A Maurich.
Maurich.
A Maurich.
Design does the first draft, dev does the next 99. The District of 99. Anywho, sick. Get involved.
Cool.
Next up, we got some recaps. It was EMEA. Well, yeah, EMEA Continental Championship in person in Bergamo. I haven't seen. Are there photos on this?
Andrea spilled.
No, it's okay. You can spill. You let this spill. That's why we put a rug in when you come in.
That's true.
Would never guess that. Yeah, it's super
dab
Slavic.
myself with one of the birds.
I haven't read through these yet, but I love the fact that NSG's doing recaps. Shout out to Cobra Bubbles. I've heard great stuff about the EMEA Continental Championship. Super jealous not to be there in the north. All the deck lists are here, which is fantastic. So you can get a bit of information on what people are playing, and you can just crib a deck list super easily. Some of these are harder to play than others. I don't know if I'd grab this up as my learn to play deck list, but ESLA might get you somewhere.
Yeah. Are there links to Netrunner DB?
No.
Okay.
Because not everybody publishes their lists, right? Yeah. Math virus all again. Yeah. I think design dev split is from MTG. Oh, I didn't know that, Joe. Cool. Other write-ups, mind you, I haven't looked through this exactly. I don't know if we're gonna have the time to look through it today, but I've been a big fan of Kikai's write-ups. Mind you, if you ever want to find the stats, the raw stats, they're always down here. So these are the spreadsheets for matchups and stuff like this. But there is a recap about EMEA. I think it's definitely going to be talking about the bunch of the UK representation playing Punitive Ismari, which I do think was the winningest corp deck at the whole event. I think Punitive Ismari has like a 70%, 76% win rate. And I do think that deck is like, has a bit of Swiss cheese to it, but I also genuinely think it is, even if you know card for card in the deck, it is very good.
At least there's no Bologna.
No.
Like, but still, that feels super gross, and I don't want it. I don't want it, or I don't like it.
Just lose on turn 5.
I'll try to lose on turn 5. Yeah.
But yeah, you can see the numbers here. If you want to look at the whole numbers, these articles are really great. I haven't read through them just yet, but if you want to look at some data-driven stuff,
what was the most winning runner?
I don't think the article talks about it. We'd have to dive into it because I'm not sure if it does talk about it. Does it talk about it?
Well, we can just look at the numbers. It looks like Arasana.
This is representation.
Did
I miss it?
This graph, the bar graph?
I thought it was runners and corps together.
76, and then
Asmari, sorry. So runners would be this side. So yeah, Arasana on 60%.
Okay, good for Arasana.
Yep, pretty good. Is that a blog? Yes, Dan. This is tracex.substack.com. This is Kikai's blog. I'll post a link below. World Tree Woo, I'm pretty sure. Jeff, I edited the video. I think you say World Tree Woo all the time. We mean World Tree Ari, but I also say World Tree Woo from time to time.
It looks like Isuak did not come out of this looking very good.
Nope.
Are you happy about that? You happy with that? You happy about this?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope. Like, okay, so it's actually super, super notable. I do not think we've seen one player drive an archetype to like, so the idea is that Wenjong showed up at the last 8 American Continentals and went undefeated with the Iswak deck. And I've been on record. There's been a lot of conversation about it. And you can see the replays. Like, go watch the replays on the deck list. That deck and Wenjong played it great. Played some ridiculous aggressive lines and won fair and square. That deck also just won against people who did not expect Punitive and Iswak. You cannot deny that. And since Iswak is a known quantity, that hasn't stopped Wenjong playing it. And I'm excited to see Wenjong, if Wenjong's playing that this weekend at Intercontinentals, which mind you is this weekend that's coming up. But since then, Iswak became the second most popular Jinteki identity from being unplayable. People don't know what the text on it is. But also since then, its win rate just obviously hasn't been anywhere close to undefeated. It is not performing well. And I think the funniest thing, the unfortunate worst thing is the one runner deck right now that's probably top of meta is the Arasana World Tree list. And I think Arasana World Tree versus Iswak has like a 5% win rate. It's just like the worst meta to play Iswak in if you're attacking with like data loop and like instant damage. Like that deck is running air blades and card draw, and it can beat all your ice for 3 credits.
So how do we beat the Asmari?
How do you beat the Asmari?
Yeah.
I think one of the best cards right now is Boomerang. I think, real talk, play some As.
You know what I always forget about Boomerang?
Yeah.
There's an eyeball in the corner.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I think it's like a Bachlan eyeball.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's not. Well, As has some spares.
I think that's the one he's working on.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, his big Russian friend is working on the eyeball. But I think one of the best things against the deck is Boomerang. I think it's hard to tech about it and like literally play 3 copies of Pinhole Threading, which I think in this meta is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Stone Chip, I don't think Stone Chip always beats it. It depends on what the version of the deck is. Stone Chip usually doesn't beat it unless you have multiple Stone Chips. And if you have multiple Stone Chips, maybe. Would you bring Ari World Tree to an in-person event? If you have reps in the deck, yes. Mind you, EMEA Continentals was an in-person event, and that was the winningest runner deck. We saw a lot of World Tree Arsan in the top. If you're picking it up for the first time and you're playing specifically in also a double-sided Swiss tournament, which that was the event, it looks like you can get away with it, but you need to have reps in the deck, and you probably need to play a corp that's faster. So for a bunch of the folks from the UK who are maybe playing World Tree Arsan and Asmari, you have a full 65 minutes to figure out 2 games, no problem. But I think mostly it was like tiebreakers who were playing World Tree Ari. Yeah. So yeah. If they're on Jupestad, then Pinhole is so good. Exactly. But not only Pinhole's good for Jupestad, it's good for Holloman. Like it's just a good card. Yeah. That honestly having more of them seems good. I think Boomerang is so good right now.
Yeah. And just to be clear, I think for people not familiar with that deck, like the point with re-education into Jupestad is like re-education to reduce their hand size to 0.
Yeah.
And then Jupestad follows it up with a single core damage to finish the game.
Yes.
That's what it is.
But the problem is when they score the re-education, there's no paid ability window between then and now to Stone Chip.
Oh.
Right? Now, in theory, they can beat that. Like, the thing is, if you start your turn on 7 cards in hand, or if you're playing like 8 cards in hand, it's harder for them to re-education, but they can just, like, click 1 or click 2, whatever they have to do, play, what's it called? A Sudden Commandment, or a Draw 3 card. They can play this clicklessly, and they just need enough cards in hand to be able to beat your Stone Chip. So it is beatable, but it will slow them down, because it's another thing they have to deal with, for sure. It's been all good into the op kill decks, too. There's not a lot of op kill decks, if you ask me right now. Well, besides the Ryan Band Twins one, and that is really good in that matchup because it's a way for you to deal with the not Jeeves, what's it called, Wage Workers, without allowing them to res more cards. So you can go Archives, trash Wage Workers without allowing them to res more ice, which is part of the win condition. But for the other decks, like I think if you're playing against like Tuno-esque Ob, Pinhole as a 3 of is so good on the fact that the way you lose that game is by allowing them to fire Mavirus when they want to fire Mavirus. Yeah. Because if they can fire Mavirus at start of turn, they can get a Hollowman, which means they can never advance in fast events certain points. And you just need to be always able to control the Hollowman, the Maviruses, and also the 3/1 yellow thing that puts an advancement. I never know the name of it. What's the upgrade that you trash that says put an advancement on a card?
Calibration testing?
Cali testing.
Yeah.
You have to deal with those. I don't know. I honestly am close enough to like try playing As, because I think As that plays 2 Miss Bones, 3 Pinhole, 3 Boomerang has a reasonable matchup into just about everything. And it might genuinely be good against PD. You can play Poison Vial, feel good about that. Poison Vial Revolver, Poison Vial Boomerang is the only way you can break Archer quickly. Like it honestly seems fine.
Like, and I forgot As had Link. Like that's a little bit of.
I don't think the Link matters.
It matters a little bit for the punitive.
You're generally not beating punitive by like 1 credit.
Yeah, but what if you are? How good will you feel when you do?
Great.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think World Tree Ari is one of the best decks in the format, and I do think the sort of like I'm going to win very quickly NBN can beat World Tree. And I think World Tree is actually a deck that you can easily capitalize on, whether it's like Public Trail into Self-Growth Program to return the World Tree to hand. Like, yeah, they're cooked early, whether it's a Trojan Horse early enough. And that's a bit hard because you have to succeed by 6 to get
Trojan Horse is going in the unset for sure.
Yeah. Like that's also tricky as well. But I do think when you see World Tree coming, there are some weak links in it. And if you can capitalize on those weak links, you can kind of pull the deck a bit apart.
Yeah.
Does As do well into faster PD? Yes, I think so. And I think you end up cutting things like
Wait
Prognostic.
a second. Was weak link a pun?
No.
Amani Sanai capitalized on weak link.
I wish. I think As can be pretty fast. I think the fact that you can get Boomerang down, you can charge a remote server, like Bravado, the remote server turn 1. I don't think it's that slow. I think it's slow if you're playing the really like greedy prognostic engines that require a lot of setup. but I don't think Hugh has to be that way. I think you can just play Criminal Pressure.
Yep.
All right, do you want to build the deck we were building?
Yeah, what were we building again?
Nuvem,
Nuvem?
unfortunately.
Okay.
So our idea with Nuvem is that we wanted to play a deck that is playing an operation on every turn. I feel like it takes me a month or so to forget that we've tried Nuvem before and it hasn't exactly worked. But
every now and then we go through the cycle, you've been neuralized, and now we can do Nuvem again.
So the idea is that we just want to play as tempo pilled as possible to to see if we can push ourselves forward. So the idea is that we were talking about like cards like Economic Warfare.
A zero cost card that gives you 2 credits in Nuvem.
Yeah.
And then makes the runner lose 4.
Just a 6 credit swing.
Yeah.
Cards like in theory red level clearance are
also fine,
relatively free. What I'm interested in, and I think the only success I've found personally in Nuvem is like seamless launch, because it's seamless launch and it's even better. But why are these buttons not lit up?
Weird.
Huh, weird. But can you pay a 2 credit bionic labor?
You know what? I think I could.
I think you could.
I think I could afford that, yeah.
The problem is it's 4 influence and your deck is 54 cards, so who
nuts.
knows? Big Deal is actually very close to the influence cost of Biotic Labor, funny enough. And while 17, as much as functionally you can argue 15 is good.
You can get to 17, though.
You can. I just, as a player, do not like Big Deal. The sort of, oops, I win the game cards. I'm not a big fan of them. But if you ask me,
I think like we only played 1 game tonight, and I think you are a fan of losing games.
Yeah. Statistically, well, hey, we tied.
Okay.
Basalt Spire is like a really unfair card when Big Deal's around, because if the runner steals a Basalt Spire, you usually get your Big Deal back, and if you Big Deal a Basalt Spire, you can maybe get your Big Deal back. Like no matter what happens, is you have recursion. As much as 17 is a lot of money. Now the thing that I want to do is Big Deal a Project Atlas and get enough counters that you can basically close the game in 1 or 2, which is like kind of fun, but might not be necessary. So
that does sound kind of fun, though.
Oh, that's why Big Deal RFGs. Oh yeah, you're right. It does RFG. That makes way more sense. So you can't actually keep going.
Well, but if it's trash, you can pull it back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no winning. If there's one in the bin, they have to run that, then trash it on HQ. So we're just Big Deal outfit. Yeah, largely. And Nuvem, you could argue that Nuvem gives gain outfit worth the money when you play an operation, which seems okay.
That seems great, actually.
So let's get as tempo pilled as possible.
Yeah, and the other thing, like, to me, when I see Nuvem, I also think kind of filtered draw, so to speak, or you're filtering what's on the top of your deck, but really, like, your version is like, no, it's just you're milling from the top of your deck for money, almost exclusively.
Yeah. Okay. I think if you look at the top of the deck, I do think that you shouldn't always rip Nuvem, because there's some board states in which having a safe top of R&D and having 2 more credits when you're on like 28 to 30 credits, like it doesn't matter that actually is right. That being said, though, if you want to dig deeper, if you want to get more burst money, there's a lot of reasons why you should be firing Nuvem with impunity. Punitive, not joking.
Okay.
All Nuvem start with 3 subliminal. I think that is straight wrong. I think subliminal is
too subliminal.
Good. I think, I don't even know if subliminal is good, because I think subliminal sounds good because it's a clickless 3 credits in Nuvem. It's also cool in Nuvem because if you trash into the bin, it'll come back in your hand.
Yep.
But my problem with Nuvem,
very good reasons.
Yes, but my problem with Nuvem is, why is the runner not running every turn? Why not? They should be running every turn. And at the end of the day, would you rather have a clickless 3 credits, or would you rather have your Nuvem ability fire on a card that you actually want to play? And Hedge Fund's not the best example, but would I rather play Predictive Planogram to draw 3 and gain 3, or a clickless gain 3? Like draw 3 and gain 2? Because you're on Public Trail? I want to avoid Public Trail, because I think the Nuvem decks that are in Public Trail are the Nuvem decks that hold Public Trail end of line as their operations in hand and don't fire Nuvem because they're holding cards that they can't play on most board states. That being said, you can cheaply Public Trail into Retribution. That also now only costs us 3 credits. That's kind of cool, especially with Economic Warfare. We could do Public Trail, Retribution, Economic Warfare. We could even play, what's the one that with the person that you think is not standing?
The person that I think is not standing?
This one.
Oh yes, okay, because the perspective lines.
Don't get into it.
We'll get into it.
So this one's another one. Trash one installed resource, install and res a card from archives, and that's actually pretty cool because we can fill archives with cards. Like maybe we can just aggressively Public Trail into Trust Operation, which is more of a tempo play than Public Trail into Economic Warfare, which there are certain turns where it's kind of wrong. Yeah, Trust Op is kind of cool in Nuvem. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
Does viewing subliminal is just 3 copies, and when you draw this game 3 cards quickly is not good enough for slots? I honestly don't think it is in a 54 card deck. I think you can play
It's a
one or
54-card
yeah.
deck.
I think 1 or 2 subliminals is fine because you'll get into the bin. But when you're playing 3, you're basically saying, I want this as soon as possible. And if you're meant to be some sort of rush Wayland deck, I don't know if a clickless 3 credits that bungs up your draw every once in a while is actually like the most aggressive thing you can be doing. Yeah, it's not that simple. I don't think it's like, I know why it feels good, but I think on the macro level play, it's probably not the best option. Are you saying the person in the bottom left is standing? I think it's unclear. Let's try 2.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's not think about that right now.
I wonder if Sudden Commandment Subliminal is good enough. Alex, I think it could be. The problem is like as soon as, well, in other decks maybe, but when it comes to this deck, like getting a 2-card combo like that, as much as we are on Public Trail Trust Operation, seems really difficult. Okay, what is our win condition? Putting cards behind ice and scoring them?
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds good. Kato, that is my, they are seated is my assumption.
It could be seated. They could be. Maybe they're just not very tall.
You know what? Actually, I didn't think about that, and I should respect that.
Okay.
As a short king, I think I need to respect that there are people in cards who are not very tall.
We can run 1 pivot. We definitely can run 1 pivot. I'm not going to be running 5/3s. I think we want to be a bit more jammy, so we can do that. I think a lot of people go out the way to play Armed Acid Protection, and it's like just straight up equal, if not worse, rarely better than playing an Extract. An Extract more often has upside. At a minimum, Extract for us, yes.
Better than...
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Extract sometimes is... So, like, Extract, if you're playing Public Trail to end a line, having an 8-credit button, you want an 8-credit button.
Okay, but Armed Acid Protection is also an 8-credit.
Describe to me the board state where Armed Acid Protection is on average as good as an Extract. It takes a lot of work. We trash our cards face down.
Okay, so 0 to gain 3, and then it is face up.
It's just not very good. It's only good if you have face up agendas,
right,
and nobody does face up agendas.
No, I mean you do because you've got
Eminent.
Expendable.
Yeah, but who expends an agenda and then plays Armed Acid Protection? Like generally you expend an agenda, you expend an agenda to fast advance.
He's right here. Yeah.
And I do think we play Eminent, right? I think Eminent is like just a fun card we should try playing because it is one of the most aggressive things we can do.
Yeah. And Armed Acid Protection has a sweet orange vest.
Yeah. Eminent seems like it would have a vest. Oh, they don't obviously have vests. They could have vests.
I don't think you can fit a vest over like the thick military grade armor.
You're right. They're all military, huh? Yeah. Okay, so we need more money. We still need a win condition. Let's build an agenda suite to see again how aggro we can be.
Sure.
Above the law seems fine. Eminent is good with big ice, which you want for trust up anyways. Yeah, for trust up we really want. Let's play as many archers as we can get.
Ooh.
And so we can play as many hostiles as we can play.
Yeah. I like it.
This is good. Why pivot is 1x end of line worth consideration? Yeah, I think that's a really good point. We can do Public Trail end of line.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Sweet Archer Gaming. So what else do we have, right? Like we can do Atlases, which is consistent. We're at 14 agenda points. We need to hit 22 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a lot of cards. Tucana's great. Pharaoh's Hammer. I think we're definitely going to do Hammer. I think Tucana is very likely considering how aggro we want to be. And we're not inherently op. I don't know if we want to play 3-pointers. Maybe Basalt Spire is just good enough. But I feel like with this agenda suite, maybe we want to play like Slash and Burn. Because we can Slash and Burn Eminent on turn 1 and just say, go get it. We got an Archer.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're at 13 agendas. So we just can play 1 more agenda and we're out. This is a sweet, sweet Meteor Mining. I think you have to play some 3-pointers. The density gets painful. It's like not good.
SDS.
And then it's harder. Like that's a problem is if you don't play 3-pointers, it's in theory harder to Nuvem without like fear. Because right now we have so many 1-pointers. Maybe we don't play hostiles. Maybe Eminence are 1-pointer. Yeah. Or an Oaktown could be good. Yeah, Oaktown's fine. I like SDS more than I like. Oh, that's too many agenda points. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Like before you go out, take out 1 agenda.
Yeah. This seems fine. This seems okay.
Yeah, I like it. 1 Splash and Burn, that makes sense.
Okay, what are the cards we want in the deck?
Do we not have Hedge Fund? Are we not doing Hedge Fund?
Let's do Hedge Fund. Yeah, let's be brave about the Hedge Fund. Yeah, SDS does seem like it does a lot in the meta. I think that's very true. So we probably should play some viruses. They end up in the bin. That's okay. We're probably going to need a bit more operation economy. Let's do our ice really quickly. We've spent very little influence, so we can be a bit ambitious with our influence. Let's just go through all the cards that we think are worth playing, and we'll start there. So we need to push out remote servers. Border control seems fine. One of Descent is like acceptable.
Yeah,
it's not amazing, but it's fine to ice up archives and then have some control. I think Hammer is just messed up. I think Hammer is just a really good card.
Hammer.
I don't know, 3, maybe too many. Having an end run code gate above 3 strength.
Yeah, of course.
Seems fine. We'll only cut these numbers down. Winchester on HQ is really good. I'll play 2 of them. Tree line I think is overperforming. I think tree line's pretty good right now. Do we play Pharos? I think Pharos is hard to break.
Why would we play Pharos?
It's hard to break.
It is hard to break.
Matt, how much do you expect people to break Pharos
Would we
for?
Oh,
heavens.
Okay,
no,
so
it's just a 5 strength barrier.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh yeah, and we get it for free with Trust Stop.
We
want to do this.
We do want big ice.
We do want big ice.
That was the idea, wasn't it?
And that's what you do. You install it, then you extract it, and then you get it from the bin. Yeah.
Step 3, ... Step 4.
We're at 59 cards already.
Oh, we can put that other SDS back in.
So we have 20 ice. That might be too many. Okay, how do we make this better?
Impossible.
How do we spend influence? What are the most busted operations we can play on tempo? Like, let's look at the HB operations and see which ones are like really fun when you get 2 credits.
Viable or interesting here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not pretty sure. Hey, oh, is this magic? Right? Like, I don't know what this does for us.
Super not. Don't ask that question right now. We're working on it.
Do you need 3 Archer with this taxing ice? We probably shouldn't have 3 Archer. We wanted to get it consistently with Trust Stop, but we're hopefully getting with Eminent, and then I guess we don't want these in our opening hand because of Eminent. Corporate Hospitality, I tried it, Jeff, and I didn't like it because you can't really do much with 1 click in this deck.
Do we have other ways of giving tags besides Public Trail? Like,
no.
Are we going to consistently trigger Trust Stop?
No. I don't know. One could hope.
Yeah, that's true. I like hope.
The problem is, like, anytime that you build a deck like this, you think it's going to be consistent, then you remember you're playing a 54 card deck and you never find things at the right time.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to play Planogram. I want to play, like, Tempo Sprint. Like, Tempo Sprint sounds kind of messed up. Gain 2 credits, do this.
That's kind of fun.
That's kind of fun. When do you get the card trash? After it resolves, right? Yeah, Planogram seems good, too. Like, I think we just want to do everything on tempo that we can. I don't know if we need Seamless. Seamless is never bad. We're not on Holloman. I can't get it consistently. Hanse can put the Trust Stop targets in the bin. I don't know if we're going to struggle with it, but like, you're not wrong. Maybe that's a good reason to play Corporate Hospitality, so we can discard cards freely. Because you can return the Archer to the top and then trash it. Oh my god, no, but it shuffles. You can't go back to the top. Stay on page. That was scary.
What's scary?
Yeah, we can at least put him back into the deck at a minimum. So maybe 1 Planogram and just see like how fast we can go.
Planogram's great. Yeah, Planogram. Oh, we're up to 60 again.
Yeah, that be the problem.
I think we can go down to 2 Trust Stops.
No.
Okay.
It's our win condition.
Yep. I think we can go down to 2 Extracts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Do we need 1 Audacity?
I don't think. What is Audacity even like? Does this fit our playstyle at all? I guess it's like we end the game with Audacity. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Are we ever gonna draw it?
We're on public
with an Alice token.
We're on public, and then 1 end of the line, and then 2, and then 3 Trust Stops. I get Retribution does make sense if we're already on public trail.
It does.
Yeah, but why would we? Like,
let's do that. I just want to play Trust Stop though. Imagine our turn is public trail Retribution Trust Operation. How messed up cool would that turn be?
Trash the breaker, install the ice.
Yeah, super cool.
Oh my god, so cool. We don't even lose the tag, do we?
No. How much ice do we need? We need a hypergeometry to figure out how big ice we want
need
with
more
the Trust
than
Stop.
this.
How much ice is this?
This is 17.
For a Wayland Rushek at 49, we'd play about 16, 15. So this is not that bad.
Okay, but
we just have to cut. Holy crap! We have to cut like 8 cards.
Yeah, that's the math.
Yeah.
Okay, agendas are fine. Let's leave agendas.
Math.
It's all in the operations, unfortunately, right?
We'll cut these. Yeah, but operations is what make Nuvem fire. Otherwise, why are we playing Nuvem? Test the fun. Kato, we need it. We need the money. Like, we probably cut the extract if anything, but I'm worried we don't have enough money. We're not even on subliminals.
God, like I wish we had some sort of quick list, 3 credits.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe they'll see a public trail and they'll put fear of like.
I can't believe
anything.
I'm the one who kind of wants to cut trust stop. Like this is such a reversal of our usual dynamic.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's just because the
put reprise in, and you're like, reprise is bad. It's a Whitmore.
I thought we were playing Big Deal. I don't think we were. We talked about it, but then I RFG's itself.
You're mistaken, not us. Cut Virus into
Tucana is like such a valuable card, but Virus is worth playing.
I mean, this is a 60 card deck. We need a tutor.
Virus is also really good in the modern meta if you're playing Archer, because a lot of times Archer will get Fazarum, but you just don't want that to happen. Ping is good. I guess so.
Yeah, it's a meta thing. There's just a lot of powerful viruses out there, especially Fazarum.
Yeah, Fazarum is really good. Ping Tucana can get tags. I can't believe we haven't seen enough more Ping Op. Like, Ping Op is so funny.
That was the first op I built.
Yeah.
Was a Ping Op.
If anyone runs last click, you can move virus into a ping and just give them a tag. Like, that seems like there should be something there. Because nobody's going to play around that. No one's going to play around it.
Yep.
Like, the problem is I don't think you win on a single tag easily.
I think the op I took to Toronto Worlds was like some ping, some anemone.
Yeah. Reaper function?
Was it some kind of mix of that? Yeah.
Do we just cut this and say that we don't need this win condition?
Yeah, but what are the tags even? I know, the trust stops.
The trust stops. We're winning. We're winning on points.
Okay, and if we cut that, we must as well cut the pivot, right?
Good point. Great point.
Thank you.
Now we have to cut one card and we're gaming.
Okay.
It's not this. Let's see what it draws like. That's good.
Yeah, we can work with that.
So we...
Oh,
that's
great.
good. That's
golden.
good.
Yeah.
So I don't think we play this on turn 1.
No. But like having it available.
I think we would do Tucana Tree Line. Like, this is a playable hand. Maybe put Spin Doctor on the table. Then next turn, well, we didn't fire Nuvem, but that's fine. We can start by, I think we just Planogram for money, draw 3. Great.
Planogram for money, draw 3.
I mean, cards get money.
But right,
so we would trash this, which that's fine with a Spin Doctor on the table, right? Then we would install Eminent. Can't slash and burn it. We'd ice it up again, ice HQ. That's too many clicks. But like, we actually have something there. Tucana's
there we go. Yeah.
How quickly does it take us to draw public trail into trust off though? Like, that's the problem with a 54 card deck, right? Like, our first public trail comes in then. How mean is this hand? Any interaction is -6. You like 2 Hornims?
Any interaction is -6 and a good chance of +2 points. So
8, 4, 5. I think we need to have more than this ice.
Yeah, I think we do. Or like, I mean, I think 17 in a 54 deck is
that's a bad hand.
Exactly good enough.
Say we had to keep this. Oh, first we have Spin Doctor, that's good. But first click, say we sprint, we draw 3. We can do border control this maybe.
What do we draw? What do we discard?
Does Malapert help with the hard to find combo pieces?
I guess.
Yeah, it does. Would you be better with Attitude Drudge so you can more safely trash agendas off the top?
Get out of here. We're not playing a Drudge deck.
I don't like either of those cards.
Yeah.
But like, Attitude Drudge is the same as Spin Doctor on the table. Right. Like, Attitude is harder because then if you play it to go back 1, cut 1 Mav, 1 sprint for a ping.
That's fun.
Okay, I'll try it. I think it's neat. Oops. It makes it immediately playable. We'll simply draw Spin Doctor. Yeah, we draw Descent, and then we have 2 sprints, right? Like, we have options, I think, maybe, sort of. Don't we just score agendas? Tempo Nuvem. You know, we have a good deck when I say it's called Tempo, and then we play it, and it's good.
That's true.
Eminent plus Basalt Spire. I think they work. I'm not sure why. Like, if we were doing Basalt, we would play more Slash and Burns, because those work well together inherently. New Corp
That's
deck.
true.
Tempo Nuvem. Oh, this is not going to be good, is it?
No, not at all. And I think we know what the problems are.
We could have been Sklar of the Land. Instead, we didn't Tempo. We did Nuvem
Sklar. Yeah, yes. No, but I think what people like about the stream titles is that they're always the second best choice we could have made, right?
Cut the Eminent for 1 Basalt. Cat. I think Eminent's our best card. Is there fireworks outside?
It sounds like
there's
some kind of
fireworks.
Popping,
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a storm.
That's more likely.
Yeah.
All right, this could be the kid decklist of the week. That's my imagination telling me, hey, best luck. Have fun. What do you think about this? And
I mean, it's a lot of ice. The Econ Warfare is fun. I would probably mulligan this for like an immediately usable operation.
yeah, 2 archers are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd mulligan.
Yeah, let's mulligan. Go for it. Let's mulligan.
This hand is better.
Yes. Yeah, we can work with this.
We can work with this. So
hide the Rashida Ice R&D.
yeah. So if we leave R&D open, we're weak to trick shot. Now trick shot's only bad if there's a program installed. A Whoredom in the remote server is like the most expensive thing if we think this is a hyperbaric deck, so we'd rather do Whoredom than Descent. So like this is definitely the start, and then the answer is whether we might as well put this on R&D.
Yep.
This deck has, if we think it's a deck that has 1 burner. Econ Warfare is fun. Only a core player ever says this. This is 6 credit swing. It's so fun. And Nuvem, it seems so good. It's playable on every turn.
Yeah, SDS is devastating versus Kit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe we dodged all them, but we did dodge every single agenda.
Yeah, technically we won in a way.
Technically we won. Oh, it's Lobby. Oh, they drew the Orca. That's not great.
Okay, well.
Whiffed, yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have put the big whale in your deck then.
50 whifty. We have sentries.
Yeah. That's true. We have sentries. It costs them 4 to break an archer.
This is so rough that they don't have a creative commission. And now imagine, like, for this deck, how does the deck has 1 Orca, 1 Lobisomi? How do they interact with SDS? Like, it's so rough when they're on.
Wait, they're on 1 of each?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got simul chips.
Oh,
But...
do you want to simul chip this back for 7 credits? The best thing they can do is have compile.
Yeah.
So we just install advanced event the SDS.
Test running to recover from the graveyard.
That's tricky.
Why did I say graveyard? What's happening to me?
Hammer is not good into Orca. Do we just jam the SDS? Or do we do Atlas Tucana? I think we jam the SDS. I think we do SDS Tucana.
I think jam the SDS actually.
So what do we do? SDS install advance advance? I think we do. Because no matter what happens, we're happy about it.
Right now they can't get through. So like, let's try it. And yeah, and you're right. No matter what happens, we're happy.
We don't need another sprint. Atlas token hedge, Peanut. I think we want to go for the SDS because it shoots down Orca. They have like some structural issues. And if Edward gets down to Love Somu and gets into the remote server, there's going to be structural issues. Number of times I don't ice R&D and lose 5 points to Cataloger. I haven't seen Cataloger turn 1 a lot. I don't think it's often the right play. But yeah, I'm more worried about trick shot. So we haven't found Nuvem once.
Yeah, it's turn 2.
But now we have it set up that we can res a Rashida for free with Trust Operation.
Ooh, there we go. I did like really like.
Yeah, I know. It was actually pretty good that we didn't hit the microphone.
Edward is a suspicious person.
Yeah.
Like I think they need to work on that.
I don't think the feeling is this going to save me. Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Can't believe how little I've seen Cataloger. Cars seem so wild when it's revealed. Jeff and I recorded our tier list revisit on Tuesday. It'll be out next week for sure. Ooh, the creative click 1 and 2. Compile.
Oh, there we go. There's compile. Okay.
So that is the worst case for us. Because they're going to lose the breaker no matter what.
Yeah.
So our option here is not to res the Whoredom. So they have to lose the Orca.
Oh my god. That's great.
If we res this, they have to install their breaker. Oh, did they have enough money to break it? Yeah.
Can you hover over compile?
Yeah.
Right. First time you encounter a piece of ice during the run, you may search your sack for.
Yeah. Now, if this is like Nietzsche's type deck, she was running, I think, like 3 compile. So we got a bit greedy there. I think compile was actually a pretty big blowout, but a lot of the decks are only running 1. Not necessarily. I think actually they should trash the lobby unless they're on 1 lobby.
I mean, now Hammer's back on menu.
Yeah, Hammer's back on menu. And the cool thing about Hammer is that it's a code gate. Well, if they break it with the code gate breaker. So do we do Hedge Fund, Atlas, Hammer?
Yeah.
And then next turn we do Advanced Tucana?
I mean, we could also do... Oh, no, we don't have Econ Warfare in here. Yeah. Hedge Fund, Hammer, Atlas. Oh, let's see.
Do we just draw and jam that?
Jam that next turn, you mean?
No, like...
Oh,
don't
right
trash
now?
it, draw and jam it.
Sure, yeah.
Oh god, I hate when Nuvem makes you do this.
Yeah.
Then we might as well sprint.
Why?
No.
No, save sprint for one's going to make us money.
They can't have another compile, right?
Apparently not, Solomir. Apparently not.
Here it's good because it's an archer. Ideally here we could, like, if we really want to greet it, imagine Tucaning and Eminent and getting 2 ice. Like, it feels good. Sprint could get you $2. Yeah, it might be correct.
Something about Descent is that you can use that to kind of mess up the kit pattern.
Yep.
Just put it back on the outermost.
It's Himitsu Baku. Just getting in the way. And then, of course, if they break this with the Lobisome, maybe it's not a killer. So the
Sprint could get you $2 because they would be trafficking a different card.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's very likely we would sprint for like 2 cards and then shuffle back the 2 cards we drew.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't think it's great. I think we probably, unless we draw something really weird, just score the Eminent and get an archer and just say the game's on the remote server.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to this little guy in the hammer art? Do you think it's going to be okay?
No.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Because
no, it's a little bankroll getting crushed. See how many pennies are in there.
Okay, yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
Archer position has to be correct. It's super easy to be correct. We just put a 3rd ice in front of it. Dude, we're getting ripped apart. We're getting so ruined by the most straightforward play pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay, this is good. This is good.
Oh, no, that's bad.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, res it. Okay, res Descent. That means we can manipulate it.
Nothing matters.
They're gonna pull a 3-pointer, and then they can take the eminent domain.
They can win on this run, Patrick. These are 3 cards in R&D and steal our Eminent. Like, we're so cooked.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Why didn't we just not play slow?
Maybe they'll
pretty merry install.
Maybe they'll elect not to do the second run.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, yeah, but they think it's a barrier, and the barriers don't hurt them. Oh,
what kind of Wayland would only run barriers?
Yeah, we saw Winchester. Don't even.
Yeah.
Oh man, just forcing them to have him, and sometimes they have it. Yeah, it's fine. There's no real reason to show what this ice is. All right, they're on game point. They saw the next 3 cards. We have no way of making this a taxing server.
Pull Descent.
Why?
Because then we can like kind of mess up their kit stuff. Pull Descent back, put Hammer down, Descent on top, or like something like that. So Descent absorbs the.
But the top 2 cards of R&D are safe. So we're gonna spend a click and money re-resing this. Right? Like it's very, very slow.
Okay.
No, you're right. At some point you want to do it, but that's when we get like 2 barriers and then you get on the outermost. Here, putting the order, I don't think it matters.
Trick shot is pretty good. Hey.
Hey, trick shot. That's someone else, isn't it? Yeah. That trick shot's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty good. How greedy are we getting? Oh, Lobi also breaks barriers. Do you remember that? We shouldn't have rezzed this because they were charging Lobi counters. Why did we res this? We got greedy because we thought we could move this around. We should have res nothing. They would have done 1 Lobi counter.
Hedge fund.
Why?
To trigger our goddamn
But then shouldn't we sprint? It breaks R&D lock. Oh,
why would we break R&D lock?
Why? Because we win if we do public trail into the retribution we are not playing.
That's a good point. I can't argue with that.
I honestly don't know what to do. I recall Andre being the one to talk us out of picking up Descent.
Yeah.
We should have picked it up now, but we shouldn't have rezzed it. Like, it was a mistake on top of a mistake into a 3rd mistake now in 3 different directions.
Yeah, but who made the most recent mistake?
Me.
You did.
It was I. But I stopped to make the what would have been the most recent. But like, we don't need hedge fund. We hedge.
Yeah, of course we need a hedge fund.
Okay,
we're 8 credits.
No, we want Hammer. It's like the best draw right now. No, it is so good against Lobby Somio.
Exactly. Trash it and they think we don't have a hammer. Then we install a hammer.
You're honestly right.
Yeah.
This is the worst play, but you're honestly right. You're honestly right. That is that is sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Wait a second, that is pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, come on. You think
that is so good.
Sort of freaking amateur? Come on.
Different level, man.
Who the frick do you think
you know how upset I would be if that happened?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
like, I'm imagining playing against you, like, you'd be so upset.
Oh, man.
And next turn, we'll swap them, right?
Look at that clown trash the hammer.
Yeah.
We don't need to swap him because technically, like, it's not a killer. Like, they can only break 1.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
That's why it's really good against Kit. That's why I didn't want to trash it.
Yeah, but now the thing we don't have it. Who would
I
play
should
more
have
than one
taken
hammer?
notes. Remember, we took notes. We trashed a hammer. Drew Hordem. Just want to be honest.
That's so freaking me.
Being so honest.
Being honest is the meanest thing. Yeah.
No, but for real, if someone doesn't remember, I'll tell them. No taking is not fun. Patrick's the only one that puts random snare in any deck. There's no way. We should put snare in Nuvem.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, it costs 2 credits. Educated guesses that the Hordem is the second ice on R&D then? Thanks. Yep.
Starts with an H.
I'm not. It works.
Yeah.
They believe there's a Hordem on R&D.
Folks, welcome to the Patrick method.
Once we res it, we're going to look like such dicks because it looks like we lied. This is now the camp we're living in. We look like we lied to them about what's on R&D.
Because the hammer in archives is face down, so they'll be like,
they don't know.
Wow, this person who like has a stream. But did you know Edward B?
No, I don't know if I've met Edward B. I know the name. We played before.
Okay, well, yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, we do look like a shark here. Like it looks terrible now.
Edward, if you're watching this at some point in the future, sorry not sorry. You know.
Oh man.
Get good.
I don't think they're running. So they know what we're drawing here. Mm-hmm. So we drew. Do we add this back? I think we do. Oh, it's a ping.
Oh, ping. That's fun.
So ping, border control, Atlas, and the remote server, they start on 3 credits.
Okay. If we end up doing the hammer thing.
Yeah.
And then Edward goes around like talking about Andre about how I was a lying shark.
Yeah.
Please correct him. And
do we just do ping border control? They'll have enough counters. I think we have to do Horde and ping border control. And then we just jam an Atlas. Do we have enough money for this? I think we have to force the money out.
I think we just. I mean, like the hammer obviously is pretty expensive if they decide to go R&D, but that's worth spending the money on.
Oh god, Nuvem feels rough. We did not build a good Nuvem deck. Yeah. Our ability fired twice, and it was arguably bad in both of them. Okay. What do you res if you get trick shot? The hammer. Just the hammer.
Yeah, if they don't res it, if they don't run it this turn, you aren't liable for the hammer misdirect anymore. Right? Yeah, it's true. We're legally innocent.
He's been playing this kit deck for a minute. Okay.
No court in the world.
How's the sprint still in our hand? We probably should have played it, but then we should have played click 1, so we can't commit to it. DJ Fender for Steve. Oh, we're gonna lose the Atlas. Good thing we can put a barrier on HQ.
We could have iced HQ at any point.
Yeah, but there's no point. Like, what are we gonna get, Bernard? You assume the agenda's here. Like, this HQ run's only good because they have the one of in their deck. They saw the sprint. Great, it's doing work.
That sprint is protecting agendas.
Okay.
Okay, so sprint.
Shuffle 2 guards back.
One of the Atlases and a Tucana, yeah.
Top card's a hedge fund, more like hedge gone. Then if we put a board control on HQ, like the problem is whatever we res, Lobisomu gets charges. Such is the problem with Lobisomu kit. So we just need to put the most expensive thing on HQ, which would have been the hammer we threw out, but let's not worry about that. So
the Hordem is expensive.
The Hordem is 2 to 3 credits. It's like, I wouldn't say expensive, but I think we just get more ice on the remote server. Or do you think we have a window now? I think we need to get the board control of the server. Let's see the Rashida. We need board control.
Yeah. We need border control there.
Oh, we're just waiting for another trick shot to rip through us.
And we welcome it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because we're going to res the hammer.
And the hammer's going to eat the DJ Fenris.
Oh, yeah.
No, they'll probably just take a tag. This is the problem about playing a 54-card, 2-card combo deck. Like, it makes no sense. Why do we think Public Trail End the Line will work? We can play a Wayland deck with 10 fewer cards in it. And it would be BTL, and it would have been so much better by now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell you. I don't know what to tell you here.
We did play the early game in such an aggressive way.
Yeah, we did. We kind of botched that.
Protecting the hammer from kit ability seems pretty high priority. To me, it doesn't really matter because if there's no Orca on the table, they don't actually have a breaker, right? Right, like they don't have a killer, so they only can break one of the subroutines. So the bottom subroutine doesn't matter, so they don't have to break that.
We get it. We get to tag them. This is good.
Oh, last click tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems good. Imagine we top deck a trust stop or something.
We might.
They know that we have a ping. I feel like this run's a bit risky. But they're just getting their Orca down, so it might have been right not to do this. But the Orca goes to the bottom of the deck. I'm related to the current game, but with what World Tree Ari should I look to as a foundation for deck building? I think Jai's is probably like the differences between them. Solomir are mostly like, what do you want to spend your extra influence on? I'm not sure if I could tell you the differences outside of that. I do think the Jai's version has Light the Fire in it, or if it doesn't, it should, if you ask me. So if we res this, there's another Lobosomu charge. We'd pay for 4.
Do we want the credits to be able to trash all their resources? Well, or like Mary and Fenris? Like maybe we
I would
want
do Cast and Fenris. I don't care about Mary.
I care about Mary.
I don't.
I care about Mary.
So if we res the Hordem, they boost break maybe. That drops them to 5. They have to trash Rashida, they're down to 4. The Tucana is 3. So maybe we do res the Hordem. I feel like we're not gonna be able to make Lobosomu actually taxed out.
No,
I can't believe we only have the deck as like 3 Kogates. We've drawn all of them. What about Mary? Mary doesn't matter that much. Like, it's not a priority. It's 1 additional card for the next 2 trick shots, and that maybe is it. If a Twinning comes down, we lose to Twinning. It's like we don't lose to Mary, we lose to Twinning. And there's always been 1 trick shot already. Like, it's not good, but it's like 4 credits is much more impactful. Can you like ever tax a Lobby kit? Yes, you can if you only res barriers. If we only res barriers, you can. Like the deck we played earlier today. Like that would tax.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty difficult for Lobosomu to deal with.
Okay. 4 credits. Top deck. So if we open with Spin Doctor.
Hang on.
If we open with Spin Doctor, we have a 3 in 34 chance of finding a Trust Op. Trust Op would res us a free hammer, which is maybe a good reason to throw it out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's find a Trust Op here.
Yeah. Okay. But
I hate this deck.
Okay, well, let's trash the Fenris.
Just get out.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have Public Trails.
Wait, you said you wanted a part of your combo?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. So I think this is Nichen's list if it's on build script.
No, we already solved that part of the combo. We did that accidentally.
Yeah, that just happens sometimes. We could have played it for 2 credits. How many tags before it's a problem, you know?
Good point. Eventually we get to psychographics then. Oh.
Cool. They're cleaning the tag with that.
Solomir?
It's pretty cool.
That's not the question to be asking right now.
Yeah, we're in 3 trail, 3 trust ops, and just trashing resources. We used to have an Enderline, a Retribution in this. Imagine we had Retribution instead of trust op.
I am imagining it.
Yeah.
What a beautiful world.
Oh, what a world. Why are we playing trust op when we can play Retribution? 54 card deck.
A more beautiful world is the one in which we're just smashing their Lobosomu with a hammer.
And admittedly, if we did have... Oh, if they steal this, they win. It's not a good spot to be in. That's a bad spot to be in.
Excuse me.
We need to get an Alice counter.
We need money.
Yeah, that's why we public trail for 2 credits. Oh, they installed the daily cast. Actually, it was right to public trail that. Pay 4 to deny 8. No, we probably have a window here.
I don't know. It's a stretch.
Yeah, so we lose to a trick shot, I think.
Of course.
But you usually lose to trick shot.
Yeah, trick shot. We'll see 3 cards.
Yep.
And then 4.
Yeah. Yeah, this is rough.
But if they run hammer, that's fun.
This is why I think people find like what feels like peace when you play assets Nuvem, because all your cards are independently fine because they're all just different assets. But when you play an operation based strategy, you just don't draw well. Like you're playing commander with 2 card combos. Oh, they're just gonna run their remote server, huh? What are we doing? We're trying to tax up this deck between Codegate, between boredom, pain.
It's one of those streams where it's rough, you know.
It's rough.
It's rough. It's not like I need to win. I'm not that kind of guy. I just wish that we could have done the hammer thing and felt like it would have been so good. Like I would have felt like I goddamn played super chess to his 2D checkers.
I'm just gonna do it because it makes us feel like we're doing something. Like, that's a terrible turn.
Yeah.
Let's not get that twisted.
Okay. Yeah. Well, folks. Citizen Sleeper, can't wait for Citizen Sleeper 2. I'm really not gonna like look into anything about it. I'm just gonna buy it day one, pretty much.
When's it coming out?
I'm not sure. Just know sometime.
Like to this year?
I will have to look at someone in the chat help me out.
My brother really liked that game. And I told you that, and then you said something rude about my brother.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
But we had a good laugh about it.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like it led to some good moments.
Yeah, it was
a lot
fine.
of jollity in the kitchen there.
2025, very good.
Hi, Simon.
Hey, Simon.
It wasn't that rude.
Install credit.
Oh, God. Sure, I guess.
Look at us go. Is that the game about being on
Yes,
spaceship
exactly,
with skill checks? Yeah, it's like
skill
time
checks,
management.
Yeah, skill checks and time management, but it's never as like the time management is a stressor, but it's never as tight as you think it is. Like really just running out of time is just another way of progressing the story.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I like so much about it.
But it means you can't do everything.
Right. Exactly. The point is that you're never supposed to feel like you can do everything. And it's about like creating a found family and choosing who you spend time with and what you spend your time doing.
It's about like a dystopian future too, right?
Yeah, well,
like you're the downtrodden.
Exactly. You are finding a way to like build a life in a dystopian future, but it's like it's kind of uplifting. There's a lot of hope in it, depending on like what stories you explore. My ending was very interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but like kind of went to some high concept sci-fi stuff.
Flubber?
I became Flubber. God, I'm hearing a lot of references to Flubber recently.
Yeah, give the people what they want.
My mother took me out of school just for like a
flub day.
Yeah, just a flub day.
Yeah,
just for fun. Just like, hey, I'm gonna take my kid out of school. That's always fun.
Are you allowed to do that, or did you move to a crime?
I think she called in kidnapping. She's like, hey, he's
mine.
He's not in the country right now. I'm like, okay, let's go do Flubber.
Found family, man. What an overdone theme. Can we get story about sticking with blood family instead?
You know what? Yeah, it's about time.
The family you didn't choose.
Yeah. The family you have to like just deal with.
Roll the dice on this one. We can't res anything. Oh, public trails on the bottom of the deck. This is like, we're so close for the game being over. There might only be one more compile. So like install SDS if they don't run it is a play. They had a public trail, what, to the bottom? And border control to the bottom. Yeah, that's fair. Imagine
yeah,
that
exactly.
was imminent.
Yeah. It's not always so much skill checks. It's like,
I hate this deck so much.
Like at the beginning of each day, like your character, you roll dice, and so you know, like, oh, I have a 6 and a 1. Like I know I'm going to be able to do really well at one thing and really poorly at another thing, and so you kind of decide where you're going to put your good luck and your good energy on that day. So it's not necessarily like, I guess there is randomness, but the randomness is like front loaded, and then you choose how to apply to it. Yeah,
input versus output.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping a trick shot comes across, and like we won't shuffle with Spin Doctor, because we genuinely just want this to be over.
So Lemire, the answer is we feel defeated, and so we are manifesting defeat.
How did it not get installed on the remote server? Because we can't afford to res it. Right? Like we need them to overextend on the remote server. That's our only win condition. The problem is when you're down 6 points, like they have nothing in the remote server they're afraid of, barring Eminent, maybe. Because Love is So Made breaks Archer for like still 6 credits. So that's the only thing in the remote server that they have to be worried about. For that reason, I don't know if we just have to force them to run.
Yeah, talking about Citizen Sleeper, a little RPG that came out last year. It was on Game Pass at the time. That's where I played it.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't show this one yet. I'm gonna go to the wide camera for a second.
It's the birthday cake one?
Yeah. I think this one's like a bit too bright. Oh, it's so small.
It's like a...
It's so small.
It's like a Togepi.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It does have a Togepi color to it. Maddie's having a lot of fun. We went through all the color choices we have today. Tucana Burb. Yeah, they're meant to be Benhart tokens. You can use them whatever you want.
Benhart's got a bird.
Yeah, Benhart is all bird based. Very cute.
Oh, the bird
poster.
yeah, that's really
I think
cool.
it's still for sale. It's podcasts. It's absolutely incredible.
Do you have one of those? He's like, let me see the camera. Let me see. Go to the wide. I can't look back. My neck doesn't move that way. I have a Batman thing. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
All right, they're running it. This is our ideal. There's a YouTube channel called Play Frame. They did a little play of the game. If anyone wants to see some game. Oh, cool.
Cool.
So this costs some money. Do we want to res them a virus to do 1 net damage?
That might be the most important net damage we ever do.
Like, what would be the best hit?
Compile?
We can't lose to compile 3 times. What do you think is the best hit? Trick shot? I think trick shot's the best hit.
Do we know Orca's on the bottom of their stack?
Yeah, it's the last card. Hitting also a, what's it called? A reset card. I'm not sure if this deck has it. I'm gonna res it.
You think that they might have an Ashen?
Yeah, they might have an Ashen.
I'm not sure if
Nichen was on Ashen. Touch the Tucana. Okay, Miss Bones. We hit a rigging up. Oops. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I would have discarded that, I reckon. Well, we forced them to interact. So now we can play the public trail on the bottom of R&D. They're drawing. Build script. Let's go. Their econ is so rough, but we still can't do anything because we have to somehow play around the idea that there's like trick shot.
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah, and we're not playing around that idea at all.
It's like they can make a run event where they have 5 extra credits, and we have to play around that. Rigging up Pinel.
I'm just gonna go.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, we can't even score this? We'll top deck the subliminal. It's not in the deck.
Maybe.
Maybe it's fine. Yeah. This is fine. This is unfortunate, but like
again, maybe the horse will dance.
If we don't score this, they might not run it. And if they don't run it, it looks like an NGO front.
You know what we do?
What's that?
Before turn starts, we spin Dr. Audacity back into the deck.
Oh my god. Yeah, this hand too, even, yeah. Yeah, I really hope the 3rd card wins with Pretty. What are we doing? Nah, it's fine. We're closing the game.
Yeah. Technically, this is closing the game. Deciding what to trash for the SDS.
There's no decision. There you go.
There
you go. Oh man, did we mismanage the early game? Well played. That is very kind. Thanks, you too.
Yeah, very kind.
It definitely was not, but we'll give that another shot. I mean, for us, they played fine. Thanks for the game. That early game was so bad. What should we have done? Not score behind a single ice? I think so. Yeah.
Single ice too risky. And we tried it twice.
Yeah, we tried it twice. Yeah. Because the first one seemed so good.
No,
like,
what are the chances? What are the chances
of
happening again? Yeah.
I keep thinking, we have win. We're behind 6 points. I don't. Click for credits. Yeah, I think they just click for credits and they win the game, which is unfortunate. You want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do one more.
I want to get a trust stop off, but I wonder if we should just play Retribution. Like, I don't know what to do. We clearly don't have enough money. Like, we literally do not have enough money in the deck.
So sad. I mean, okay.
Like, we have to go back to the deck with
2 subliminal, 1 Retribution. That we have to fit those in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, the hammer didn't even fire.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
That's the worst part about it. Thanks for the game, eh? Yeah, the hammer just didn't fire. Oh man, that would have been so.
Would have been so amazing, right?
So fun.
How cool would that have been?
Yeah, totally. We can't even score.
Archer just rotting in our hand.
Yeah, well, like we were meant to get the Eminent on turn 2, but yeah, compile. This is why 3 compile is good. Because you're like hoping that the deck is clumsy and doesn't draw its spark. Because if they spark, it's actually relatively hard. Because spark is 3. Actually, no, they probably had enough money for that. Yeah, shuffle back. Okay, how do we change the deck? That's our hope. So how do we make this deck make sense? I mean, Archer's one of those dream plays that happens 9 out of 10 games with the 10th rules. Yo, Citron, there's a really very good competitive deck right now in Op where like that is actually the game plan. And well, Op is definitely a lot more consistent and good at making single ice remote servers.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a lot easier for that to be a thing. In a 54 card deck, like it's a bit nonsense. Yeah, in Op, yes, yeah. Okay. So we just need to have more money. What about if sprint is not what we want? If we just want more money to jam now? And then we need like it's probably 3 retributions, 2 trust op, let's be honest.
3 retribution. Okay.
Planogram is money and card draw. We're 56 card, cut 1x trail. If we cut 1x trail, we're gonna look so silly playing 5 tag cards.
2 subliminal.
Get rid of the Tucanas.
Yes.
2 subliminal. Okay, fine.
Cut
I've seen op games where it goes up maybe twice and they still crush. What do you mean? Oh, op is not as rough as you think it is. I think the modern op decks are a bit harder than you might think. 1 archer.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
that makes sense. But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. I don't care.
What else do we want? Or 55 cards. The Janda Suite seemed fine.
Do you need 3 retribution?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 54 card deck. Like imagine drawing a retribution, right? How did the last couple games go so far? We played 1 game. It went terribly slowly. It was both slow and bad.
Yeah.
The Audacity is a dream. We don't need that. Is this better? Like test draw? So we're playing against Kit?
It's gonna be hard to close the game because of but like half the time we won't draw it anyway, so.
No, it's just like fundamentally this deck is very flawed because its game plan is have ice.
Its game plan is also public trail into trust stop.
Have ice is not a winning line. Now public trail retribution might be a line, so we could consider cutting trust stop, which makes sense that we cut like, oh my lord. Okay, hold on. We gotta fix the deck. Let's make the deck better. Okay. So
1 trust stop. I'll let you have 1 trust because we're already doing public trails.
Yeah, that's for the retributions, which are actually good. That would actually win that game.
Public, yeah.
That would actually be fine.
But you want to play trust stop. Trust stop has been your dream.
No, I've given
since
up on
you were
my
a
dreams.
little boy.
Dude, I gave up on my dreams.
It's been less than a month since your birthday, and you're already giving up on your dreams. You made a wish.
Cut 1 trust stop and 1 retribution for 1 pivot.
Trust stop, you said.
But pivot only works on threat 3. Otherwise, we can't do the combo. Right? Right? I don't think pivot works unless we're on threat. Yeah, you can only play it if you're on threat, so it's gonna be pretty rough.
I don't know if our last game was any indication that we can get to threat.
That's the cool thing about threat. You're in control of threat.
Yeah.
Let's just change this.
3 is easy. 4 is hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Last game. It's gonna be a good game.
Zero knows what we're doing. They were watching the other match. They got our number. Alice. All right. Archives matters. That was our intention anyways. 56 cards, so I don't know what to play.
Joke's on Alice. We've got 54 card deck.
Best of luck, have fun. This is the sort of matchup where like Subliminal's gonna be terrible because we're never getting it back. Now we have Public Trail Retribution, so ideally we don't play the Subliminal. It's what we actually discard to Nuvem. So I think you're that's a Public Trail. That was a planogram. Oh, this hand. Oh, this hand.
Wait, okay, so you don't want to... Oh, because that's what we'll trash.
Yeah, that's what we'll throw at.
Sure, that makes sense.
So we can draw first. Okay, so now we have a Hordem.
Workable. Yeah.
We can put Hordem on Archives, Rashida on the table.
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
Is that what we do?
You're right. This is probably better. And just say we'll throw it a Subliminal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Joke's on you. We get a credit back. Yeah.
They have it.
Frick.
Frick. Looks like they have it. Why not play Subliminal first? Because we want to discard it. We don't actually need 3 more credits.
What just happened?
Oh, they realized they should be running Archives. Yeah.
I see. I thought they were like pinhole into Archives.
Yeah. You just... All right. That seems like a reasonable start. Patrick, what is our start? Patrick, how do we have money? Did we need to play that Subliminal? Why is it purple?
It's to remind us that it can come back. Right now, it's like active.
Oh, it's like cooking.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly.
Yeah, maybe Subliminal was worth it there. Because they're going to run every single turn. This is the problem, is they're going to run every single turn. Because of course they are. Of course they're going to run every single turn.
Yeah, they are. Subliminal lets us peek at R&D.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the problem is maybe we don't know how to play.
Oh,
we don't know how to.
man.
We don't know how to play Nuvem. Do we score Atlas?
No, we have to res the hammer. We're gonna lose a card every turn.
All right. But the hammer doesn't.
Yeah, charge to the daily cast.
It gives him a tag and like.
We have a retribution.
Okay. They are the pricing.
Is Dallas Merchant good? Not really.
All right.
It
Okay.
does put
This
pressure on
is looking good.
deck.
We will tag them, and then we will retribution the buzzsaw.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can't trash this. So what do we throw out here?
Public trail. They're already tagged.
Right.
Credit. Oh my god. Draw. Draw credit retribution.
No, you shouldn't draw because you can filter your draw with R&D, right? Wait, no. How does it work?
No. Okay, you want to draw so that we're not forced to trash an agenda.
I don't know about that.
Okay, credit retribution. There we go. There we go.
Tree fine.
There we go.
I think you draw after.
Damn right. Ouch.
But now they can just go through hammer unless they care about the tag.
Yeah.
But imagine having like a consistent econ play. I know we didn't pay 3 credits, but like Subliminal's just not coming back. Jokes on them. They're gonna steal an agenda, not Moz.
Oh.
Like if Subliminal was an econ card, we'd be fine.
It is an econ card.
No, not like that.
Okay.
Okay, they're gonna have to steal another agenda and we won't get mod. Oh, it's totally safe in there. There's been an Atlas on the table forever.
3 tree lines.
Yeah, there was 3 tree lines in a row.
That's
You're
fun.
right.
Okay, now
If we get our Subliminal, we win.
Oh my god, now we're in business. Now we're in business.
Now we're in
yeah,
business.
exactly.
And they can't run the hammer because they lose their maw.
Exactly. If the subliminal comes back, we win.
Oh, they trashed Fenris, twinning Miss Bones. If we get
Yes,
Subliminal back, we win. We get it back. We get it back.
No.
Oh, we have to res it.
Yeah.
We still. Oh, we don't get it back because it's not successful run. It's run. I always forget that. We draw 3, gain 2.
Draw 3, gain 2.
That's a sick
We're
card.
drawing gain
That's
2.
a
Well,
sick
yeah,
card.
it's a sick card. Trash it.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it actually would have been good on the Atlas. That actually would have been a recovery. I hate Nuvem. The ability is so annoying. And we put this into a new remote server.
Or
they'll run it. That's the problem.
Install the archer. To make it look like ice somewhere.
No, but we won't need archer because we need a discarded card if they ever tilt it. Why do I want the spin doctor?
Why do you want the spin doctor?
That's a good point. To protect the SDS, but I don't think they're running the SDS. Hammer's such a good card.
Interesting.
Very cool. Second buzzsaw, Mosh, just Anarch stuff.
Okay,
SDS is no longer safe, but purple card.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Subliminal.
No, you don't always start with subliminal. You
Why?
think.
Okay.
You think.
Okay, but this shows us what's on top of R&D.
I know.
Okay.
You just want to think.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry. We should think.
They lost an echelon. Yeah, they did. Oh, you want to touch this?
I was about to just press the button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoredom. That's 4 for them to break. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we're just gonna retribution this bad boy.
With which retribution?
We're gonna we're gonna spin doctor something.
That's the problem. Is if we put the 2 kana on this, they'll run it. This is the 1 archer. We drew the 1 archer, which we were meant to eminent. Like I think we eminent a Pharos or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, if we're not leading,
sure. They did lose echelon.
We're holding on for a Winchester remote. Don't range. Oh, that's fine.
That's good. It's good.
This drops us to 6.
That's workable.
It's workable. There's 17 credits. They're assuming this is a barrier. Ice Carver, they have a late game Glacier plan. Daily cast. Okay.
Okay, this is something.
I honestly don't know if it's that good.
Okay, so we have the money to do Atlas and Tucana.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what are we gonna do? Kind of. We got a Winchester on HQ, I guess.
Do we have a second Winchester?
I would hope. That's gone.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, go for it.
Been on the table forever. Imagine it was above the law, and we could trash a daily cast. We don't have another Winchester, turns out. Turns out we don't.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Mind you, this gets broken for 1 now.
Oh,
all of our ice gets broken very cheaply besides Hammer.
Well, I mean, cheaply, but they don't currently have Barrier Breaker or...
They have 24 cards up in their stack.
Hammer would be too expensive for us to res right now, right?
No. We'll be bankrupt.
Okay. Where's it going to go?
HU. Because we're getting that subliminal back. Honestly, we should pop the Spin Doctor because then they don't have a good server to run.
That's a good point. Yeah, it prevents them from even thinking about ruining.
Oh, didn't run 2 subliminals back. We're cooking. God damn it. Best card. Oh, good thing we drew a Descent. It's really good that all our ice loses to Buzzsaw Ice Carver. Like, how do we make this server good? The problem is they don't feel like they have to run, which is like not incorrect.
We make the server good by Public Trail Retribution them as some.
Oh, ping is good. We just need barriers.
Ping is
kind of good. Do we res
an
Archer? I would Atlas an Archer to get the second Buzzsaw. You spin back the Archer? Oh yeah, you're right. We just throw the Archer.
Yeah, we can spin back. Yeah. Yeah, we need the money.
I think we're fine putting this out here and seeing what happens.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. That's not right. Because then we should draw, because we need to discard the Archer. How do we discard an Archer? Draw?
Yeah, draw, install credits.
Yeah. We can't subliminal again. Yeah, okay. If the Eminent gets an Archer, we actually have something. They have 1 more echelon. They probably won't run until they find their Fractor, but it's only a matter of time. Again, they're drawing a card a turn because of Hoshiko. I'm kidding. Alice Merchant is trying to figure out how to run a Hammer. I mean, it looks like a boarding control. Okay, so subliminal is not happening.
No, well, one of them is.
Oh yeah, very true, very true. So true, so true. So it looks like we shuffled an agenda back.
True. In fact, we did, but they don't have to know it.
Well, they do, because it was... Oh, it was on face down. You're right. They don't know it. I thought it was face up. Just trying to find it. Labor rights. Again, they're on labor rights, so we're going to have to deal with Anarch recursion.
Yep.
So, buckle up. We never top deck the Urshu, Alex. Why would you say that? They didn't even consider that option.
Do I dare? We kind of want them to dare.
I don't know what they're daring. Oh, running?
Yeah, the running server 1, last click.
It's correct. There's no punishment to it.
Yeah, I mean, we know there is.
No, what?
Winchester.
It's Trace 3.
They do have a lot of money, don't they?
They have a lot of money.
Do have a lot of money, don't they? Yeah, they do have a lot of money, actually.
There's no reason not to run this. The only thing that hurts them a bit is Archer, but they're in labor rights. Oh my god, we got away with it.
Is it okay? Start with subliminal.
Do you slash and burn? Probably not.
I don't know. Probably not. I think yes.
What does I think yes mean?
I think we trash it.
I don't think we do, because we're gonna shuffle.
We need money.
Yeah, we just got a credit. I don't think we can lose that to the bin. They're gonna run archives. I honestly don't know.
I think we trashed it.
Okay, fine. But now it's super sus.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh, we have Tucana and Eminent. That's really cool. Eminent. You have a Descent in hand? That's true. So, free Archer?
Yep.
And then we can get... This one we have to pay market rate for. Do we want to just put a barrier in our archives? They're going to break this eventually for 1 credit, though. That's the problem, this thing, if we don't advance it. So we could go down to 0 again for Hammer, which seems a bit messed up.
Hammer on R&D? I don't know.
I think we have to.
Like yes, but like, why would they ever run on any of these? Like, we're going to get a subliminal back, so...
By the way, Hammer's good. Hammer's so good.
It's apparently very good. It's very, very threatening.
Yeah, Valentina Ferreira Carvalho in their 56 card Alice deck. They've got all the tech in there.
Interesting. All right, well, let's see what Cleaver does against this row of outermost sentries.
So Echelon, there's 1 here. Let's see if they have a Sentry Breaker. Banhar. Okay, that's how they get through Hammer.
I mean, That's fine. That's 3 net damage on any of those.
So we can slash and burn out the Atlas.
Sure.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do we descent? I guess we.
Yes,
descent,
I
yeah.
think descent is 100% something we do.
Oh, I forgot we're in public trade retribution. That's useless. But we have no point trashing this because we've already trashed, right?
Yeah, might as well leave it. Like it could come in handy.
They're on 24 credits.
But we're not going to make money off this. And it's like,
I guess it's safe.
Yeah.
Because our play is slash and burn Atlas, right?
I guess it is.
Do we subliminal just for credit here?
Wait, so we install Atlas, and then we slash and burn. It only has 2 advancements on it?
No, it'd be next turn.
Okay, yeah. Do we install the... Yeah, might as well install the Atlas.
In here?
Yeah.
You think they won't run it? Oh, yeah. They'll ban Arthur and Archer. They'll be on game point.
Feels fine, honestly.
And then maybe 2 conifiers. I don't know. Maybe we get them a ping. Where's our ping? Oh, ping's in the bin. Do we just subliminal credit so we don't discard a card?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, no, that takes a click. Wait a second. Yeah, that was wrong.
Right, that would have just...
shit. Yeah.
It's fine, it's fine. Now they know, it's fine.
It's fine. We might have thrown it out. We probably wouldn't have. It's a clickless 3 credits.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on Turbine. Good.
Turbine and Ice Arbor. That's fun. I like that. Oh, and Ashen, of course.
Yeah, and Ashen. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, they lost an Echelon and Steve.
Oh shit, Echelon's out of the game completely.
Yeah, they have another one.
You think they do?
Yeah, they have 2.
Okay.
We've gone into the late game, and it's just how many turns slower? It is 12 turns slower. It's about 5 turns slower. Okay, Alice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why you need an actual game plan, so this doesn't happen. They don't have multi-axis. Oof. Okay, we needed that. Imagine we had a subliminal here, though.
I'm imagining it. Yeah, sounds beautiful.
It kind of does nothing.
No, it really doesn't.
We got the audacity.
Econ Warfare.
Then we need to score that. What does it do? It gives us 2 credits.
Yeah, it gives us 2 credits.
Okay, all right. That is not a win condition because they still have labor rights.
Right.
Like the deck has so much damn recursion in it. They lost 1 labor rights. Oh no, they played that labor rights. So this is their last buzzsaw, but they still have labor rights and they still have Steve. As much as it's hard to force the issue, like the deck is just infinite recursion. I think we should advance this. As we draw credit, we'll score that next turn.
Yeah, it's a big rig.
Yeah, they need to find the Echelon. Which with the Echelon down, it'll be what? Like they break hammer for 3. Oh, good. Now they have twinning. They installed it with Paladin though, which you don't want to do.
No, it's not the order you want to do. You have all that money. Might as well not. Okay.
Only one S&B, and you cut the audacity. Yeah, totally. Yeah, with this, we got frustrated. I got frustrated.
Thank you.
Like, did you see we were on 0 points? What do we need audacity for? But making them sudden clicks on their recursion might still be worth it. It's really hard, I think, when they're in 16 credits. Like, it's not like we can even public trail. No. We can't. I'm going to.
I'm sure we can. Okay, yeah.
I'm sure we can.
We do have 2 more spin doctors in the deck. Like, we'll rescue it later.
There's the 2 ice in the deck. Oh, Ferris is broken for 2 credits, Horton for 1. This is why we don't play to the late game, because
I think we don't do
the
it
way that
we need
the
money
game
for a hedge
works.
fund.
It actually blocks them from banharring through hammer. So I think it's worth something. Like I do think we just put a Hortum on R&D and pay like 3 credits for it. Yeah, it turns out banhar, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then our play is like border control on the remote server and then jam the Atlas we top deck.
Yeah, true.
For that though, we should have kept a subliminal and not a public trail because we were short on credits. Yeah, we messed that up. If we had to put subliminal there, subliminal is the best card in the deck.
Yeah.
Fire all, yeah. As soon as we spend our whole game playing discount BTL, yeah, no, it's really, really not good. Hopefully they flush a twinning here. We'd be happy with that. Yeah, they did. We lost a boarding control. Okay, we kept one. Oh man, we really goofed it. We should have kept the public trail. Who did that? Oh, we threw out the Atlas. Oh, I'm the clown. Why did we throw out the Atlas? Because that's how we work around here.
Put the spin doctor in that server, bait them into a run, just to like tax out more stuff.
I think you're right.
Credit.
No, we need to get the boarding control before we lose it. It's the only way we win. And in theory, they have to lose Audacity here, potentially. This is really sus, because we don't have a lot of money.
They might think it's a ping.
We might have wanted to actually trash the Hordem. It would have saved us a credit, and the Hordem is not taxing them anything meaningfully.
The Winchester was... Yeah, the Winchester was actually great on that server.
Trace 3, Trace 2. They break over 5, even without any breakers.
Traces. Okay.
So if we could res an Ice Wall here, they'd run away, but we can't. So they're going to take 4 damage.
We like that.
Who's it worse for, you know?
God, if we had a virus here.
Oh man, no, we can't res it.
Oh yeah, but still the dream, you know.
Oof.
If
And if they don't trash the Tucana, which might be right, they maw us, which is the worst case. So what do we want to get back in? The Atlas?
I think where's our win? Right, yeah.
It's in border control, I think. I think it's our only unfair win condition.
Probably the border control, yeah.
Deck doesn't have enough money. Yeah, they should bounce off of this. If we lose our spin doctor, we're upset. Oh, they trashed it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they saw us not using it.
Yeah, maybe actually the ping was okay. This doesn't do anything.
Spin doctor in it again.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Just make them throw their cards at the archer.
Yeah. Was Eminent better? No, we could have got free Pharaohs. That's like something.
That's something. It's not much. It's 2 credit tax, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if border control should remove itself from the game. I don't think so. I think it's like really slow. Oh, we should have gone for the Eminent. Yeah.
Shoot. Well,
because they're giving up. They're staying on 4 credits. You can res this. Yeah, we should have pushed the Eminent, I think. They hit the SDS, we lose, and we're likely to lose here. They can see, oh, only 1 card. They didn't Paladin anything first before the run? 1 and 5. They get a card here with Steve. Oh, that's good. Okay. Mod the SDS. We have a spin doctor. That's fine. Okay. They're just looking for the last echelon.
Yeah.
Once the echelon comes down, the game's a bit messed up. Okay.
Yeah,
it's still 5 strength, but with Ice Carver, they break Archer for like literally every ice in our deck is broken for subroutines at best.
Yep.
And we could have got the Eminent, but then we top deck the Pharaohs. So at least
very, very, I know, very, very funny. Hate this.
I hate this so much.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't know. It's the best we got.
You're not even going to use the spin?
Yeah, we'll use this.
If border control removed itself from the game, then it wouldn't trigger op.
That's true.
That's even more the most fun thing about it. Yeah.
The worst part about it.
Yeah.
I think border control.
Yeah, their border. Yeah. For them a virus.
It's like the uphill fight when they're set up like this. It is absolutely suffocating. Oh man.
Yeah, we're hoping that they misplay more than anything.
They'd have to misplay so absurdly hard.
Yeah.
And like it's not even right for us to crack the border control here, because at the end of the day, it costs them 5 credits. Like us taxing them out a click and 5 credits doesn't do anything for the narrative of the game. Cool. Don't even give us 2 credits. Like, yeah, right. At some point, Public Jail Retribution could win the game, but they'd have to overextend. They'll probably win the game here. They'll see 2. They get Steve. Like, even this costing them 4, it's maybe they can overextend here. It's unlikely.
Yeah, good game. Thanks for the games, Fred.
What a
Hey.
lousy night of Netrunner. What a lousy night. Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. I think we saw the worst Netrunner tonight, both from us, but also from like late game Manic Recursion Prison and Wayland Prison. That did not go our way at all.
Yeah. Hey, with that energy, patreon.com/Metropole Grid to support this.
And Hamilton, good game. If we played, thanks for the games. Unless you're just saying thanks for the games we played tonight, then in general, yeah.
Anyways, good to hang out.
Yeah, Pat, always a pleasure, man.
That was a lovely dinner, by the way. Love the pasta.
Yeah,
Love that homemade pasta sauce.
Fresh from our garden.
Yeah, fresh basil.
Fresh basil, fresh parsley. We can't grow tomatoes because the animals eat them. Yeah, otherwise we would. Let me tell you. On that note, we're probably gonna call it tonight. That was absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I think we're both a bit demoralized, sapped of energy.
We'll be back not next week. There'll be a video ad next week with a tier list revisit. Shout out to Jeff who joined us. This weekend, if you're out playing at what's it called?
Montreal.
In Montreal, but more
Philly
folks are admittedly playing at Philly NPC at Intercontinentals.
Yeah.
I haven't shouted this out enough, I think. Which is, of course, Montreal and NPC. I should have the link open. I can't believe I didn't bring it up. But we've been showing out throughout the night all the great stuff my partner's been working on with the little tokens, the frogs, and the little birdos and stuff like that. And we're gonna have more to show. I'm gonna be updating this relatively soon, I hope. We have a lot of stuff. We have the trophy prize, which is a wooden carved deck box. That is through. We have to figure out how to like put our stuff on it, put a little like ice carving on it, laser carving on it. But please kindly, if you can take a minute, if you're planning to come to Montreal and NPC, you want to take a second and just hit the like players going, because this helps us know like how many of these tokens we have to make, stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Thank you, Pat.
Always be running.
I put a plastic mesh around my potatoes. Does great to create potatoes out. We did that our first year. We did like chicken wire, and still the cats got in.
The cats?
Yeah, it's mostly cats.
Into the tomatoes?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Well, because they're alley cats. A lot of them are like chasse sauvage.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So they'll get in there. I'm really stoked about this. Otherwise, next weekend as well, we'll be at Canad. So if you're in the area in Toronto, come say hi. There's an absurd amount of prize support and really cool stuff that the folks in Toronto are organizing.
Hey, I'm going.
Yeah, I know. Cool. John's going. Nick's going locally. We have a bunch of Montreal folks
people
going, which is going to be
forward to meeting some of the more of the Toronto people there. Good to see them again. Yeah,
Toronto is great. We'll probably see folks from Ottawa and even some Americans, I imagine.
I think fully half of Netrunner Narrative will be present at Toronto and NPC.
Oh, super cool.
Which makes it a very vulnerable event. Like,
You're not all.
Someone can wipe us out. Yeah.
But that's gonna be it for tonight. We'll be back again, not live for a bit. Next week will just be a video, hopefully up on a Tuesday, if not a Wednesday, probably on a Tuesday, and then we'll be back the week after.
Cool.
Pat, thanks so much for joining.
Yeah, I was glad to be here.
We'll see you in a bit.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Scoops.